with time, he can pick you apart. He's a great player. He's been doing a great job this year. Got a lot of respect for Dak. So we definitely got to get after him because it all starts and stops with with what he does. So definitely got to have a plan for Dak.
Kenny, it's always great having you on this show and talking to you, especially before a big game like this. Can you leave me with this thought? I'm curious. Dallas is so good at home. They're a different team at home. It would stand to reason if you want to get out, quickly. You want to punch them in the mouth and kind of take the crowd out of it and maybe get them back on their heels a little bit. Green Bay does travel well, but I'm curious, what's it like being 53 on the road against 70,000? Can you kind of describe what that's like?
Man, how to describe it? I mean, just feel like you against the world, and that's how we want it. All season, we've been getting doubted. All season, nobody really expected us to be in this situation. So and that's no different than going up to Dallas, and us being there with our 53. And 70,000, yelling against us. That's exactly what we've been going through all year. And just like I said earlier, with the playoff games, we've been in these playoff games, these last 3 weeks. So it's not nothing that we ain't seen before, we ain't been accustomed to. And I'm excited for the challenge and excited to get up there and play.
Sounds to me like you wouldn't have it any other way, and you're running on some premium rocket fuel, and the entire team is. Kenny Clark closing out the week, closing out the show. My man, I appreciate you so much, Kenny. Thanks for coming on. Good luck this weekend. I agree with you. I think they're going to be surprised when they see what the team is all about.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Kenny Clark. Always good talking to him. How about him? That's my dog.
Jack Savage.
It's Jack Savage. That's my dog. That's my dude. Yeah, we used to hang together. What? Come on, dude. Savage. This guy's incredible. For the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. We're not done just yet. Let me see about a phone call, maybe. Actually, breaking news. It's not really breaking news, but at ESPN Rittenberg on the X platform posting, no team meeting has been canceled at Washington, or has been called, I should say. My bad. No team meeting has been called at Washington, and Kalen DeBoer hasn't been in the office today, per sources. But certainly a growing expectation in the building that change is coming. I.e., unlike Nick Saban back in the day, he is going to be the next Alabama head coach. Hey, you know how I feel about Kalen DeBoer. I love the guy. Love the guy. Hell of a coach. Great coach. Could you imagine, though, and I'm not saying that he's not up for it, and I'm not saying that wouldn't be a good hire, but could you imagine a guy who was the head coach at Fresno State in 2021, being the head coach at Alabama and following Nick Saban? That is incredible.
I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
That is incredible. Now we're done. And yes, you are, by the way, dude. You are going to be the next Alabama head coach. My thanks to Eric Wood, former Buffalo Bill, Kenny Clark, who incredibly knows Jack Savage and claimed it, Tom Curran, the XR4TI. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Thank you for listening. See you next time. We are out. Make your financial goals a reality this new year with amazing rates and low fees from Navy Federal Credit Union. Members could enjoy earnings and savings of $473 per year. Earn up to 1.75% cash back on all purchases with the Cash Rewards card when you sign up for direct deposit. Learn more at NavyFederal.org.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Membership required. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Dollar value represents the results of the 2022 Navy Federal Member Give Back Study. Terms and conditions apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. the professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You can even call your aunt, who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make a perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cuccinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cuccinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cuccinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Breakfast was 3 eggs, scrambled light with grits and extra crispy bacon.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I know, Clip, people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Let's get to that conversation now. Here is that.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a big Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And come hang out with us on this Friday and join the chat gang on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Make sure you are subscribed. Give us a like. And ride along with us here on a Friday, a busy news day, and an awesome sports weekend. I hadn't been this excited for a sports Saturday in a long time, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. We got that on the way. We got a lot of guests to get to. Coming up in about 40 minutes, we will talk to the newest member of the Cleveland Guardians organization, former ECU pitcher Carter Spives. We'll talk about him signing a contract with the Guardians and his playing days here at ECU, his playing days with the Florence Yawls, and everything in between with Spives coming up later on in the show. We've got NFL playoff picks to make. Regular season standings are in. We have a tie. Clip Rock and Young Joey tied for the lead with 152. Tony Dunn 7 back at 145. DB
Tie?
It is a tie, Gully. DB with 137 and Sean in the rear, 18 games back of first at 134.
That's where I like to be.
In the rear. All right. We will make playoff picks. Tony Dunn, C3 Podcast, will join us. We'll talk a little Panthers news as well and get you ready for Super Wild Card Weekend. Morgan Ahlers will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Brian North will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Mark Greenhelge will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line on this packed Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live, and maybe Greg Hudson along the way as well. TBD on that one. But man, what a news week in the sports world, namely from a coaching standpoint. And we've got more news and chatter coming out at this hour. By the way, Shirley Rhodes is here on a Friday. Alex Harper wearing his Austin 316 shirt. So I'm going to be careful when talking to him today. I'm a little nervous with Austin over there, Harper over there, and Sean is here just smiling, just excited it's a Friday.
I'm just giddy. I'm just very giddy today. It's Friday.
I'll tell you why I'm giddy. I'll go and start there. There's going to be way better sports days in the calendar year in 2024. Think about ECU opening up a new football season, the excitement that'll be. Opening day at Clark LeClaire, regional at Clark LeClaire, super regional at Clark LeClaire. Those are great sports days.
Conference tournament time for ECU basketball.
The Thursday in the NCAA tournament. There's going to be a whole lot better sports days. But for my money, this Saturday is going to be the best sports day of the year so far.
And why is that?
Because we'll start at around noon, flip on a college basketball game of your choosing, whatever. 4 o'clock, head over to Minges Coliseum, East Carolina taking on SMU. Pirates coming off 2 straight wins. Pirates coming off a road win, a double-digit road win. A chance to win 3 in a row, taking on SMU. What's better than being a home underdog in Minges Coliseum?
Absolutely nothing.
Feed it to me. I don't need any silverware.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Feed it to my face. Home underdog. Should be a good crowd. I'm very excited for it. Game over, 6:05, pulling out around 6:15. Stop in at a sports bar of your choosing. AJ's, Tiebreakers, Buck. You got a lot of options.
Are you doing that?
Probably not, because I'll have Lily with me. But you can.
I probably will.
And watch the second half of Texans-Browns. Who needs to watch the first half of that game?
Nobody.
Second half.
That's when the magic happens. And then, Chandler, you get settled in for a little, what I like to call a little nightcap.
Oh, a little capper.
A little capper. A little Tua versus Mahomes in Kansas City. I mean, don't that just sound like a great day?
That sounds like a fun-filled day.
Are you not excited?
No, I am. I really am. You just planning my day out for me tomorrow.
Excitement time! Excitement time. So that is my recommended schedule for you on Saturday. And I'll be doing a lot of those things. Maybe not all, but a lot.
You just went down the itinerary.
I did. I'm Jack, man. I'm excited. Call me Hugh, because I'm Jack, man. Shirley, do you want to play some sound bites?
Sure.
All right, Steve wants to hear some.
Okay, hang on.
Steve says HF MFs. HF to you, my friend.
All right.
Clipper! Burgley, Go Gator.
Go Gator.
Go Gator.
It was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
I'm a former long snapper.
I'm a former long snapper. So
I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Swinging dingers.
Oh, where are you, swinging dingers? Swinging dingers?
All right. All right. My guy.
Oh, which one?
My guy.
My guy.
My guy. What's up, my guy?
What's up, my guy?
What's up, my guy?
Here is that.
Oh, got to go to the next page.
Here is that.
Ric Flair. Woo!
Ric Flair.
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
Family. Boy, that was 100%. Well done, Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for that, Steve. Alex, did you enjoy that?
It was fun.
We should beat off.
We need a Coach Rupp.
Sorry.
I know we're excited on this Friday.
I'm excited about tomorrow, Coach.
We're going to start forever, man.
Golly. Hey, it's good looking.
Shirley, can you hit I'm a former long snapper again?
I'm a former long snapper. So
Now, Alex, in that same kind of tone, can you say, I'm a current long snapper?
I'm a current long snapper.
All right, now we got that forever.
All right, now we got that. Okay, yep, we'll get that one in there.
Thank you, A-Harp, for that.
There's local politics, bud.
That there is.
That.
Speaking of local politics, Whole Naylor Show debuted on Pirate Radio on Thursday.
Yesterday.
And we'll play it again tonight, by the way.
Shout out to the Pirate Nation. They are watching it in droves on YouTube. That is very good to see. So you can watch it on the tubes of you. You can download it wherever you get your podcast. You can hear it on Pirate Radio at 6 o'clock. I did want to play a clip from that.
Oh, hold on.
And we'll do that in a moment.
Yeah,
Clip wants to play a clip.
Give me 1 second. I didn't load that up. I was busy doing some.
No,
got it.
Just take your time.
All right.
I got it.
He talks about the quarterback situation from last year with East Carolina.
And
here's how it sounded.
You go 2-10, and fourth drive of the season, Alex Flynn's in, we also were there. Alex Flynn was totally fine with being the third string quarterback, getting his master's, and eventually getting his doctorate. Like, that was Flynn's. I've had conversations with Flynn. He was good with that. He never expected to be. I'm not going to say expected, because Flynn is a competitor just like you. He works super, super hard. Probably the smartest quarterback I've ever been around. But if you asked him 2022, what do you think that you'll be playing fourth drive of the season or third drive of the season in front of 106,000 at Michigan? Would he have said yes? He would have laughed in your face. And then he was. And that's what happened. And do I think that was the right decision? No. And I'm not hitting on Coach Houston. I think Coach Houston's the right guy for the job. I mean, I love Coach Houston to death, and I'm very close with him. I might get on the staff one day and help coach. But, was it the best decision to put all your eggs in Mason's basket and then kill his confidence by taking him out the third drive of the season? No, probably not.
Holton Ahlers talking with Caden Norman, Jack Powers, Drew Dotter about the situation at quarterback for East Carolina last year. They went into more detail on that and had a lot of great discussions. And if you haven't heard it yet and you're a Pirate fan and want to know the inner workings of ECU football, I would recommend you checking it out.
He's keeping it real, just like he promised he would when we were having him on this show promoting this this new launch, and they kept it real yesterday. Did you guys hear that Holton said this on his show yesterday, that he almost went to a Big Ten school because of a former coach here at East Carolina?
I did not. Who would that former coach be at a Big Ten school? Former coach while he was here or previous?
He was here. Don't think too hard about this.
Who is it?
He thought about going to Maryland.
Oh, damn. I forget Maryland's in the freaking Big Ten. I was like, Midwest. Who we got? Michigan State.
Iowa.
So, interesting. They had Tua's brother those years, which, by the way, he just transferred. But he thought about going there.
Yep.
He was contacted.
And Coach Mo obviously went there to be the offensive coordinator.
And he said, Holton Ahlers, you are the real deal.
You are the real quarterback.
But stayed here. Jamie says the clips of Clip talking about nuts earlier this week. Great sound bites. Shirley is starting to get in the lab. And work on a new open. So maybe you could add some nuts talk to that, Shirley. By the way, Jamie comes in today. Jamie, one of our top chat gang members. If I'm making a chat gang hierarchy, he is at the top.
Yeah,
he's
for sure.
He's on the top of that list. Yesterday, I called him out for his whining. Today, Steve puts out all those sound bites to play. What does Jamie say? Does Jamie move on?
Nope.
Does Jamie say it's a new day?
Nope.
I'm going to go back to being old Jamie sports fan, Indiana sports guy.
Nope.
He says, stop whining, Steve.
Did you go to bed last night still thinking about that?
To which Steve replies, it's what I do best. And Jamie says, me too, I guess. My God, Jamie. Softer than a tissue for a baby's ass. What is wrong with you this week?
Man, get a grip, man.
Come on, dude.
Quit whining about us saying that you were whining yesterday.
I can't take...
It's called a tissue.
I can't take emo Jamie anymore. Snap out of it.
Where are you?
I'm so
Here we go. Sorry.
Jeez Louise, man. It's like just draining me. Watching your comments float through on YouTube. They might as well have cry emojis.
I know what's wrong.
What is it?
Colts are not in the playoffs. He's upset about that win. He's upset that instead of giving it to Jonathan Taylor, they gave it to some other guy.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep. He's upset, man. Let the man grieve. Let the man whine. Let the man whine about us saying that he whined.
I mean, look, sometimes I get in that mood. I get it. I'm just telling them to snap out of it. It's Friday, man. I just set up an awesome sports Saturday. Now, I think there are things to be excited about from a sports standpoint. East Carolina. Alex Harper. Looks like he's getting a new teammate.
Yes.
A new quarterback.
Jake Garcia.
One Garcia out, one Garcia in.
Push away the pasta, bring back the pasta.
Push away the pasta, bring in the lo mein.
Bring in the ziti. Bring in the gabagool.
And I think Brian Bailey said it earlier this week. Sets up for a very interesting spring. We'll be following practice and spring ball a tinge closer this year because of some battles that'll be going on. Alex, are you in a battle or is your job waiting for you?
I don't think that's for me to say.
Ooh, great answer.
That's a great answer.
I got to earn it every single day.
That's right, just like you do here.
What an absolute great answer.
Nothing's promised.
Man, this guy's good. Man, this guy's polished.
It's a polished gentleman.
I think it was because that 1 week we requested to interview him during the season, and he knocked out that interview, and since then he's just been skilled on the mic.
That was the first time I've been interviewed in my whole life.
What was your reaction?
Well, first of all, hold on. Before we get there, how long did we talk about doing that, Sean? At least for I don't remember what week of the season it was, But very early on in the season, we were like, hey, we got to have you interview the long snapper. That would make sense, right?
I mean, yeah.
And you were like, I know Alex.
It was quite a while. I was like, yeah, I know him personally. If you can request him, then we'll talk to him. And we requested you, and sure enough, we got you.
So I guess Malcolm Gray, is he the one that contacts everybody and said, all right, so what was your reaction when you heard that?
So Jake Kirkendall, our DFO, is the one who messaged me first. My instant reaction was, why would they want to interview me? And then I realized Chandler Honeycutt works at Pirate Radio, and I was like, oh, so this is a bit, but I'm in for it.
Well, it was half bit, half legit, if I may rhyme, all the time. So
it was a little bit.
That's the great thing, though. You played along, but again, we weren't like joking on you or anything.
And you also
not on me.
Yeah,
and it's also like you didn't just come to us and then do the interview and leave. You actually talked to like the media, too.
Yeah.
Like you came and talked to.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm there already,
a scrum of media folks.
How'd that go?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
interviewed by a bunch of people.
Yeah,
I mean, you're probably sitting there going, "What am I doing here?"
I was like, I know this is going to get like 12 views on YouTube when they post it, and it's all going to be family and friends.
Yeah, Chandler's family and friends, and your family and friends.
Yeah.
Robert says long snappers make great politicians. Who knew? Jamie says, interesting question. Can Alex tell us the NIL rate for long snappers? I don't know how much you want to divulge, but you
I don't think I'm allowed to disclose that.
Yeah, okay.
It is not much.
Right.
I appreciate every single cent.
Sure, yeah. But you look, how about you decide that, Jamie? Why don't you start a NIL with Alex Harper?
I'm open.
Yeah,
please.
He's available. He is absolutely available. Kenny says I don't have to get rid of my Garcia jersey now.
Are you good? You're good. Are you all right?
I'm doing great. Why do you ask?
I wonder if he'll wear 10. If he does wear 10, that'd be crazy.
10.
10. Y'all ever watch Dancing with the Stars?
No.
10.
Do not. Do you?
My grandma and my mom used to watch it. My grandma used to watch it. Bruno Tagnoli.
Just own it.
10.
Just own it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You watch it. You love it. It's your favorite show. The only thing I've seen is Jeff Ross, when he was on one year, he roasted everybody up there. That's the only clip of Dancing with the Stars I've seen. And it was pretty good.
I mean, if you watch one episode, you're a Dancing with the Star fan for life.
Well, I didn't watch an episode. I watched a clip on the tubes of you. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got Spives at 3:40. When we return, we'll talk a little Pirate Hoops, hear what Mike Schwartz had to say earlier today. ECU, SMU. Be there or be square. And guess what? I'm a rhombus.
Okay.
I'm a hexagon. I'm a sexagon. I'm a sextagon. I'll be there. You gonna be there?
I ain't no square.
Alex, you gonna be there?
No, I won't be.
All right, square.
Sadly.
Shirley, you gonna be there?
No.
All right.
You're square.
Hey,
Go Pirates, though.
All squares in that room. Non-squares, triangles,
Roombas.
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 Rhombus?
No.
A Roomba is a machine that vacuums your house.
It's
Right,
an automatic
but it's
vacuum
circular,
cleaner.
which is why I was saying.
I'm a Roomba.
Okay.
That's why I was going for the.
What is a 10-sided object?
Ooh,
Decagon?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I was
Decagon.
thinking Pentagon, but yeah, Decagon.
That would be
right.
5. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin,
Smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Was it true?
There's local politics, bud.
What was it like playing for the Pirates?
Holt Ahlers to the 30. Look at him go. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pirates.
Find out all those answers and more by joining me on the Holton Ahlers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV to watch the show or listen each week on the Pirate Radio podcast channel. The Holton Ahlers Show on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping RV space and enjoy... What are you doing? Oh, okay. All right. Take a trip. Where am I? Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now, let's head back in to PRL as soon as Clip gets back in his chair. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
I was looking for, I was going to start a new bit on the show.
And that would be?
I was looking for something to break. Anybody have anything I can break that they don't mind? Chandler, can I break your computer?
There's a cookie in there if you want one.
Yeah, you can break a cookie or a Funyun.
Hey, give me a Funyun.
Okay, hold on.
Let me get a Funyun in here. Not a big fan of the Funyuns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love them.
Shirley got some Funyuns, but here's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Shirley. Every time we have breaking news now, we got to break something. All right? You in?
All right.
So here we go. Oh, that sounded good in the mic.
Dude, that's like some ASMR right there.
Let me do that again.
Man.
All right, turn your radios up. I promise we won't play anything loud for the next 5 seconds. Turn them up as loud as you can get it. Here we go. That wasn't good.
Can I try that?
Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot. I'm going to turn your mic up. Oh, that was a good one. Breaking news. Been a lot of breaking news on the show this week. Kalen DeBoer has informed Washington officials he has taken the job at Alabama.
Oh,
this
man.
According to Pete Thamel. So we had the breaking news on Wednesday that Nick Saban would be retiring. 2 days later, Alabama has their guy.
Who is it?
Alabama.
Just said who it was.
Oh, well, you did.
I've read the whole tweet. Kalen DeBoer has informed Washington officials he's taking the job at Alabama.
Man.
I only have one question. Who is it?
Who is that?
Interesting. Remember we went over the list of Saban leaves from the tree?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has any ties to anything. Now, I know Dan Lanning was up there. Apparently, Florida State dude that was in Memphis.
Mike Norvell.
Maybe Lanning as well. A lot of guys are getting paydays because of this. Like, hey.
They're like, you're not going to Alabama. Here's money.
Yeah. Kalen DeBoer. I got to be honest. I didn't know this guy's name before this year. He was the Fresno State head coach from 20 to 21. 2022 to President Washington. He was not there long. And I'm sure, I haven't even looked. You can verify. I bet Jamie has said something about Indiana in the chat. Not yet.
Not yet.
He was the Indiana offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach in 2019. So he has been his easternmost job at this point. He was born in South Dakota. He played at Sioux Falls. What's more east, Southern Illinois or Eastern Michigan? Definitely his most eastern job, and has not
says it in the name.
Been in the South at all. So this is interesting. Interesting move, bringing him in to the SEC.
Yeah,
he is not one of the good old boys in the SEC.
Big shoes to fill for Kalen.
Big Nick Saban's shot. My goodness.
Good.
I am struggling today. My bad.
Is that Chael Honeycutt over there?
I got a little bit of the mush mouth going today, unfortunately.
My favorite character in Fat Albert.
And I've got a lot of crushed up Funyuns in front of me now, which I didn't think this through. To throw those away. All right, there is your breaking news. I wanted to do an exercise too. We'll get to Mike Schwartz. We got to get to Carter Spivey. So earlier today, I saw a video of Frank the Tank
swimming,
going over every World Series ever.
Wow.
Winners, losers, and how many games they played. And I was like, that is amazing.
That's insane.
And I said, I want to do that with Super Bowls.
Okay.
And I want to start. I was like, where should I start? I think I'm going to start with Washington's last one. And Chandler, as a host of sports trivia, competitor at sports trivia, everything I do here, I hope I've got enough goodwill with you to say that I am a man of integrity.
Yes.
I've not looked this up once today.
Okay.
Hand to God. I wanted to go off the dome. I have thought about it a little bit. And at some point, I'm going to need your help. Because I'm good for about a decade or 15 years. And then
the recent ones you forget?
Yeah, I feel like we can go all the way, though.
Let's go all the way.
Chat gang, you can help us out as well. But let's the 92 Super Bowl, so 91 season, 92 Super Bowl, Redskins beat the Bills. 93, and this one, I know it's Cowboys. Did the Cowboys beat the Bills back-to-back years? For right now, I'm going to say Cowboys, Bills, 93 and 94. 95 was the Niners hammering the Chargers. 96 was Cowboys, Steelers, Neil O'Donnell throwing the game. 97
Packers
was Brett Favre over the Patriots. 98 was this one's for John. Broncos over Packers. 99 Broncos over Falcons. 2000 Rams
Titans.
Touchdown Titans. Rams Titans.
Dyson was 1 yard short.
01 Ravens over G-Men. 02 Patriots.
All right, now you're picking up speed.
Over Rams.
Now you're picking up speed.
Okay, but hang on.
Oh.
Patriots over Rams. 03
Panthers, Patriots. No. That was the 03-04 season.
I think you're right. Okay.
03.
Did the Patriots beat the Eagles before or after the Patriots?
Patriots Eagles was 04-05.
Okay, I thought. Okay. All right. Oh. Raiders Bucks. Bucks over Raiders. 03.
Yeah, man. There you go, man. I was hoping you would remember.
So we got Pats over Panthers 04.
And then
we got Pats over Eagles 05.
And then
we got Peyton.
No, this is Steelers Seahawks.
Yep.
Fast Willie.
I should have known that.
Longest touchdown run in Super Bowl history.
Because Washington won a playoff game that year. Steelers over Seahawks. Then we get to Peyton over the Bears.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, never mind. 08 Patriots G-Men.
Giants over Pats. Okay. Now, let's just talk for a minute because we got to get to Packers over.
All right, so 09.
And then there's a Cardinals.
Yes, but
Cardinals.
Let's wait for.
We're talking right now.
Okay,
we're not picking a game. We're talking. Let me talk for a second. Was it Packers Steelers, the Super Bowl? Who did Aaron Rodgers beat?
Packers Steelers, but that wasn't until. Sorry.
And then we got Steelers.
Talking.
We have a Steelers Cardinals in there too.
Yeah.
Is that what we want to go here?
No. Saints.
Saints go marching.
Saints come marching in.
Saints over Colts. And then 10. Is that where we're going to put Rodgers?
No.
That's where we're going to put Big Ben to Santonio Holmes?
Yep. Over Kurt Warner.
Steelers over Cardinals. 11 is where we're going to put Packers over Steelers.
Oh, man.
All right, 12, I'm going to say, is G-Men.
Yes.
Over Patriots.
Yep. 13, Ravens. It was the
I was going to
Harbaugh
say
Bowl.
let's talk, but we're at Harbaugh territory.
Harbaugh Bowl.
All right, so we're going to go Ravens over Niners.
Jacoby Jones, 109 yards.
This is where it's going to start to, which it already started for me.
I got you, buddy.
All right, 14. So this will be the 13th season. Beat down. What's a beat down? Oh, Seahawks and Broncos.
Throttled the Broncos.
Okay. 15, Peyton Manning.
Nope. 15 is the pick where they should have ran with Marshawn Lynch. Seahawks and Patriots.
Okay. Oh, because Manning beat the Panthers. I should have known that.
That's 16.
Yeah. All right. 17.
Ooh. Oh, the comeback. Patriots.
Pats over
Falcons.
18.
That would be Eagles.
Fly, Eagles fly.
Get their first Super Bowl.
19. All right, we've got some Chiefs in there somewhere.
All right, that's Patriots over the Rams. One of the most boring Super Bowls of all time.
Okay. 20. Let's work backwards.
Hold on now.
So last year the Chiefs won.
Chiefs, Eagles.
Alex, you want to jump in on this?
On 20?
Well, we're 20 through 22.
22 is Rams over Bengals. 21 is
we've got another Chiefs in here.
Yeah, no, it's Chiefs Bucks 21.
Okay, and then 20.
And then 20 is
before COVID.
Oh man. Chiefs and 49ers.
Chiefs have won 3?
Yes.
All right.
Chiefs and 49ers.
There we go. We probably could have done this just like off the air, us hanging out. I don't know if that was fun for the radio audience, but we did just go from the 91-92 season to the 22-23 season.
I did not help out in the 90s at all.
No, I needed you late. I needed you mid to late.
I did start helping about 03, 04.
Yeah. I've got the 90s down pat. I remember those Super Bowls. These other ones all start to kind of run together. Kenny says we should use the Stone Cold Steve Austin breaking glass sound for breaking news. Not a bad idea.
Good idea.
What?
See, I don't like what era Stone Cold.
You don't?
What?
Exactly. That's perfect response. I liked previous to that Stone Cold. All right. A little brain exercise there.
That was fun.
Was it? I had fun.
I did.
I think that was for us. A lot of things we do for the viewers, listeners out there. That, sometimes you got to do one for yourself.
Right.
You got to look out for
that. Was fun.
We'll return the favor and give you a good interview with Carter Spivey coming up next. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Talk to Spives. He'll join us here on the Pirate Radio Live line. More to go on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
In fact, no, for the man here, have to. $2 means a snack for me, but it means a big deal to you.
15-time best-selling author, keynote speaker, and global influencer John Gordon is coming to Greenville in March. John was ranked number 6 as one of the top leadership speakers in the world and will be our featured guest at the Pirate Radio Luncheon on Monday, March 18th. Hey, John, tell us more about your upcoming visit.
Hey, Pirate Nation. John Gordon here. I am so excited about coming to Greenville, North Carolina and East Carolina University March 18th, where I'm going to talk about ways to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership, and build a stronger team. We're going to activate the positive competitive advantage together. I hope to see you there. Go Pirates.
Don't miss out on this huge opportunity to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership skills, and create a better future for you and your team. To reserve a table, contact me, Jonathan Ellerby, at ellerby@pirateradio1250.com. We look forward to seeing you in March.
Drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet.
This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I don't feel the way I've ever felt. I know, gonna smile and not get worried. I try, but it shows.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate fans, did you know that there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that love ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. If you know of a family that needs tickets to a game, call Robbie's Clubhouse at 252-916-9117. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I am fuming right now. Absolutely fuming.
Okay.
Just had a segment where we named all the Super Bowl winners. Remember when we got to about 09, I said, all right, let's pump the brakes a little. Let's talk. Let's not list. Let's talk it over. Let's chat about these games, because I'm seeing an Aaron Rodgers versus the Steelers. I'm seeing Santonio Holmes versus the Cardinals. There's a Saints Colts in there. But Chandler, this young generation wants it immediately. They want it now. They don't want to talk it through.
Well, they grew up in a Twitter society.
Exactly. Everything's now. Got to have it now. No need to talk. No need to have face-to-face conversations. Well, guess what? We got we mixed up too. And this list I put together is useless now.
It's a farce.
All that for absolutely nothing.
The list is listless.
I am so mad at Chandler right now. But we have a guest to get to. You should cut the mic off. Cut your mic off.
No.
Carter Spivey joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Not much has changed, Carter, since you've last been here at Pirate Radio. Congratulations to you, man. How you doing, buddy?
I appreciate that. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah, we're you're getting through some family squabbles, but we're all right this way. So, Carter, let's talk about the awesome news from the week. Contract picked up in a signed contract with the Cleveland Guardians organization. So, Carter, tell us, and Austin Knight, talked to him yesterday, kind of gave us a little bit on how that went down, because he said you gave him a call and had a conversation with him. But how did it all go down, and where were you when you got the news?
Yeah, so for the past few months, I've been living in Charlotte. I'm working out at a baseball performance facility out here called Tread Athletics, and been throwing bullpens and stuff. And the Friday before Christmas, I threw a bullpen and was 94 to 96, and sent that out to some people, and the Guardians responded, and things just kind of took off from there. And then fast forward probably about 10 or so days from then, and got a call while I was actually at the grocery store to getting some groceries. So it was a little awkward, but they offered me a contract, and when I tell you I was speechless, I mean, it was a dream come true.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd be at the grocery store and the guy beside you on aisle 9 is getting a call from the Cleveland Guardians. I can say I've never heard that one before in a grocery store. Carter, you played, and it had to be cool to play with your college teammates with the Florence Yalls. And at that point, when you're playing there, you're just trying to extend your career, do whatever you can to keep pitching, get eyeballs on you, and at the same time have fun, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I had a blast out there. It was a good group of guys to be around, a fun place to keep playing baseball. And like I said, I mean, I enjoyed it. Got to play with Big Hoove and Benny T. And like I said, I enjoyed it, and obviously pitched pretty well.
Yeah,
was able to continue that into the off season, and all things happen for a reason. So that's kind of the motto I've been living by.
So we're sitting here now on January 12th. Carter Spivey joining us. Have they given you an itinerary, Carter, what you need to be ready for as far as the schedule goes with Cleveland?
Yeah, so I'm going to fly out to Arizona, I believe, February 24th, then do like physicals and stuff on the 25th, and then spring training starts on the 26th. And then the actual games, I believe, start March 8th. And go from there.
Have you talked to Gavin, obviously, who's made the show, but even guys like Jake Agnos or other pitchers that are kind of fighting their way in the minors right now, just about what to expect? You talked to any former Pirates?
Oh yeah, I talked to him. Gavin was one of the first people I talked to. I sent him a text, and also talked to Trey Benton, and got a little advice from them, and just talking a little bit, just what to expect, and just catching up with them. It's gonna be fun being out there with them, and also talk to Zach Agnos a little bit, because he's out in Arizona too, or will be out in Arizona, and looking forward to seeing him out there and catching up with him too.
And man, you mentioned 94 to 96. That certainly raises eyebrows. What were you hitting at ECU consistently, Carter, during your career?
I was usually like 91, 93, maybe hitting a 94 every now and then, but usually 91, 93.
What was how'd you get from there to 94, 96? What have you been doing as far as putting in the work?
Yeah, so once the off season started in early September, I was actually in Greenville, working out and throwing with Josh Groves, and was working out with Youngs over at Youngs PT, and with Womack over there too. But talked to the baseball strength coach, Dennis Wilson, and got a plan together, got stronger in the weight room, put on weight, got more flexible. And then
us extending his baseball career as a member of the Cleveland Guardians organization, and very excited for Carter and all the former Pirates who are going to play some minor league baseball and Major League Baseball and spring training. Carter, as you look back now, we are very excited, obviously, for Trey Savage, for Zach Root. I think Wyatt Lunsford-Shinkman has a big year coming. We love DB, Danny Beal, what he does out of the bullpen. Who are, I don't know, anybody maybe under the radar right now you think could be the next big name at East Carolina pitching-wise that you leave behind?
I mean, Trey is unbelievably gross. I mean, that he's got a bright future for sure. Same with Zach Root. But I think an underrated name could be Chris Kaler. He's a transfer from GW, and just working with him in the or like being around him in the fall, I got to know him a little bit, and he's a really good guy. He's a hard worker, and he's really smart. So I think he could be a big time pitcher this year for the Pirates.
Carter Spivey joining us. Carter, we've talked about it with you a number of times. You're probably sick of talking about it, but it's your story. It's part of your story. The struggles early on to the AAC Pitcher of the Year to now professional baseball. So you got an awesome story that you can tell a lot of people and kids struggling and things like that, and you lived it. So it's just got to be it's rewarding, one thing to be at the level where you are, but to kind of go through what you went through, does that make it even sweeter for you?
Absolutely, but I mean, I couldn't have done it without all the coaches at ECU. I had a ton of help throughout the years. Played with great teammates, was able to learn from them, win with them. It was I couldn't have done it myself, and I know a lot of stuff behind the scenes might not get recognized, but I'd like to take a moment to thank everybody that I've played with and that's coached me and helped me along the way, because I wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Carter, what is the day-to-day life like for a pro pitcher before you go out to Arizona? What are you working on day-to-day? How much are you working the arm? How much are you resting the arm? What's it like for you day in, day out?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm throwing basically every week or every day, working out 3 times a week, throwing pens, just getting my work in and keep working to improve little things every day that'll help me get better.
Carter Spivey joining us, Cleveland Guardians organization. And Carter, we wish you the best of luck, man. Enjoyed getting to know you a little bit and talking with you. A very mature young man, and enjoyed our conversations. And we wish you the best of luck. Can't wait to see you on the diamond.
I appreciate that.
All right, Carter Spivey joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, another former Pirate in the pros. That is awesome to see, joining Gavin Williams with that Cleveland Guardians organization. And boy, Gavin, I don't know. I'm going to Google up Guardians pitching rotation. Gavin's got to be up there, top half of that, right? 1, 2. Can't be the opening day starter, can he? But the Guardians love what they have in Gavin Williams, and hopefully will like what they see in Carter Spivey, to where he can be a big time force for them, maybe moving up the ranks in minor league baseball. All right, we got to get to Tony Dunn. Before we get there in hour 2, because we still got to get to Mark Greenhelge, Brian North, Morgan Ahlers as well. I want to make sure we have time to get in some Mike Schwartz. Shirley, can we wrap up the hour with some Coach Schwartz as ECU gets ready for the SMU Mustangs? Big one, Saturday, 4 o'clock, Minges Coliseum. Here's what Coach Schwartz had to say ahead of the game.
Really good SMU team coming in here. I think as good as a team as we've faced all season long. Honestly, I think they're a top 25 caliber team. You look at their schedule. I have so much respect for Rob Lanier, their coaching staff, and their players. They're sitting here at 10-5 with 3 one-possession losses, so could very well be 13-2 and have won games. First Florida State, West Virginia, just a really good team. The Memphis game, the first conference game, had an opportunity to go into Memphis and win that game, and obviously lost on the last second shot. So just a very, very good ball club.
I know wins count all the same. They're all one win, but when you see a team that prides themselves on defense a lot like your team, as a coach, do you get a little extra giddiness to measure yourself against a team that mirrors yours so much?
I get a little bit more nervous about our offense. You play a team that is that good on defense. No, they're a great defensive team. 36% field goal percentage defense, holding teams. They're top defensive team in the country, what they're doing in terms of points allowed, field goal percentage, the way they guard the 3-point line. Obviously we just had practice, and we really just got a one-day prep, a true one-day prep versus them. But we know, again, this is as good as a team as we've seen all season, and particularly on defense.
Last game, it seemed that you guys let up 10 offensive rebounds, but it seemed every offensive rebound you let up, it wasn't a quick shot attempt. Your defense got set up and forced them to rerun their half-court offense. SMU offensive rebounds very well. Is there anything you can take from that game, or is it a total different situation because they don't get a lot of their offensive rebounds on the three ball?
Great point. Exactly. Totally different situation. Temple was the highest volume three-point shooting team in the conference, number 13 in the country. We knew going into that game, long shots, long rebounds. So a lot of those rebounds were around the elbow, were at the three-point line. They were loose balls going away from the rim. We're about to play a team that's the 13th best offensive rebounding team in the country, and they do it with big forwards, big guards, post players, and they rebound around the basket, and they put it back in. So we understand what a challenge that is, but it is two totally different types of offensive rebounds. But in the end of the day, regardless of the defense that's played, you have to secure the defensive rebound, and it's going to be a real challenge for us, Saturday afternoon because of how good SMU hits the offensive boards.
Sounds like it's going to be a grind in Minges coming up on Saturday. Jeff Nadeau joined us yesterday, talked about how good of a defensive team SMU is. Pirates going to have to hit their shots, but it could be a rock fight coming up. Our defense intensity has to be there. Every possession is going to matter if it is a lower scoring game. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Tony Dunn. Man, a lot of NFL news and notes to talk about. Not even getting to the playoffs, but coaching news, front office news, see what the latest is with the Panthers, and make our playoff picks when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We're back with you after this.
One can find the same white pills that takes my pain away. It's a that kiss with open eyes. She stopped breathing back.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You can even call your aunt, who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join the DriveHereNow.com network. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates.
Okay, honey, did you get those things done that I asked you to do?
Yes, dear.
Really? You cleaned the gutters?
Yes, dear.
And replaced our HVAC system?
Yes, dear. Doing it right now.
Really?
I called Delcor. They got us a brand new HVAC unit for just $120 a month. And for only $30 more a month, we got the Delcor service plan that covers preventative maintenance and repairs for 10 years.
Go to DelcorInc.com for a new HVAC system from Trane. It's hard to stop a Trane. Delcor, the service professionals.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken. You can also try the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio, and you can join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley Rhodes, Alex Harper interning and moving up the ranks. His first day was Monday, right? And now he's basically running the video. He's getting a little assistance from Shirley and Sean, but running the thing by himself. Took off the training wheels. Chandler in here as a on-air personality.
He's stewing right now.
He's stewing?
He looks like
I'm stewing.
I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong here.
I'll tell you what went wrong. I tried to have a conversation with you, but people your age can't have conversations anymore.
It's your fault for listening to me. It's your fault.
I'm not mad about the result. I'm mad about the process.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm not mad we lost the game. I'm mad that you goofed off at practice all week. You know what I mean? Especially when I tried to.
It's like the comparison is like calling a timeout and saying, "Hey, come over here," and then I'm like, "No, let's go back out there."
You just walk into the stands or something.
Yeah.
You just like walk across the court. Anyway, Jamie, did I see yesterday in the chat you said you would fund a Clip versus Chandler one-on-one basketball game? Because I thought about that last night. And I don't want to be the guy that talks about something on the show and never does it. I really want to do this. So do you know where we could play, Chandler? I'd rather do a shooting contest, but a one-on-one would be fun. It would make great video. We could have Glenn and Jenny there getting different angles.
Did I see you shooting basketball at like your mom's house or something? Your mom and dad's house?
It was on a loop.
Well, who are you? What does that matter?
Because I was like,
it's not.
I was like, man.
I like how he just comes
Tony,
right after you.
It's not a camera trick. It literally says how long the video is. I wasn't trying to trick
I was
anybody.
like, gosh, this guy's just sinking. It's sinking.
Tony watched it for an hour and then realized, oh, wait.
Dude, he's made 80 in a row.
It's like, why does the ball keep doing the same thing?
I don't want to play there because I feel like if I win, you would say it's because it's on
You
that
have
court.
home court.
We need
You
a
have home
neutral
court.
site.
All right, so I used to live out in North End. And
Okay.
they have a basketball court out there.
Could we go there?
I don't know.
Is it outdoor? Like, I need a
No,
gym.
it's
like,
indoor.
We know enough people where we could get in the gym.
Could we not go over to Benji's, the practice facility?
I don't know. I couldn't ask somebody. I'll say, hey, I'm
I
friends.
can ask my good friend Mark Adams.
I'm friends with Name Redacted. Does that get me in? Sun Chase always had the best outdoor courts while I was at ECU, says Ryan. I mean, we could play outdoor. We could street it up. But I would say game goes to 5-1 because I'm going to get tired very quick. I'm concerned about it. I'll be honest.
And I think we should have the NBA on TNT guys out there, too.
Now this is getting big.
I'm trying to be realistic, Chandler. You cannot. Why can't you have a conversation
I was
with
just
me?
joking. Take a joke. Okay, I understand it's real.
Did you not-
I'm sorry that I just jokingly said I want the NBA on TV.
You're right. We joke a lot. But did
Charles
you not,
Barkley,
did
come
you
on.
not hear me say?
When a guy's banging a dude.
All right, we'll save this for another day.
No, but I'm down. I'm so down.
Well, Jamie, if you're funding it, I guess you can decide the rules. What does the game go to?
What is the funding needed? I
It's
like
not
it.
needed, but
I like
I'll
it.
get anytime that-
you got to pay me.
The
the
funding
ref.
is the basketball.
I think we should buy a new hoop for AJ's.
The mini hoops.
Yeah.
I could definitely take.
What if he just bought that and we did a shootout? After?
See, now I want to do the real deal.
Okay.
I think it'll be funny. I think people would watch it.
You are the real deal.
I think if Glenn could get in,
Can you not have a conversation?
I'm surrounded by clowns right now. I cannot have a real conversation. I just can't. I'm trying and I
I'm
can't.
sorry. Let's do this thing. Let's play basketball.
He says it's got to go to 11.
Oh God,
I'm dead. I'm not winning.
Let's play 21.
You know the
That was
odds.
a serious statement, by the way.
The odds where it's like first to 5, first to 10, first to 15. You can bet on that. Like first to 5, we're pretty even, I would say. Hell, I'm gonna even make myself the favorite. First to 10, you're the favorite.
He's just gonna stand under the
First to
basket.
15, I don't even have a line for me because I'm not making it that far. I'm gonna need oxygen. All right, I want to do this for real though.
Okay.
I want to do this.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Nobody's stopping you.
How you doing, Tony?
Good.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, can we get Tony in the picture? Intern guy.
He's working on it.
All right.
Hey, take it easy on him, man.
I asked him a question.
Hey, can we get Tony in the frame, please, sir? Intern guy.
Hey, there he is. John says Gus Johnson on the call. What would that sound like, Chandler?
There goes Clip off the glass. Rebound by Honeycutt.
Tony, what is going on in Pantherland? Do you have a coach?
No.
Do you have a GM?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
So the Commanders, by the way, hadn't brought this up. They brought in and I don't know the position because I saw this week that it was not a GM position.
President of football
It is
operations.
a GM position. I saw a tweet from a Washington reporter that said, by the way, they're not bringing in a GM. They're bringing in a president. Well, this guy is their new GM. Their new GM is, what's his name?
Did they get Adam Peters?
Adam Peters
Nice.
from San Fran.
Nice. I think the non-GM position is that they hired someone to do this real quick.
A guy from the Warriors.
Yeah.
They brought in a basketball dude.
To be like football operations temporarily or something like that.
So, they bring in the Niners guy.
Great. See, this is what I wanted the Panthers to do. This is what I'm upset about, is the Panthers have come out and said that they're prioritizing the head coaching hire first, and then they're going to work on the GM.
I saw your tweet on that. And I got a question, but go ahead.
And what the Commanders have done is move swiftly after a GM position. A guy that's really highly reputable that the Panthers interviewed in 2021, who I wanted, and somehow isn't on their list of people to interview this time. And they're going to hire this Adam Peters guy who has got a great track record with San Francisco, and then they're going to hire their coach, and then they're going to make their draft pick, and that's what the order of operations is. Unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers does not like to follow that order of operations.
Tony, years ago we had a conversation, and I thought you said something radical, but you explained it quite well about firing a GM before or after the draft. Remember that conversation we had? And it
well, I've had so many, but
seemingly it would make sense to me to go ahead and fire your GM, bring in a guy to get ready for the draft. I think you made the argument about your draft stuff's already complete at this point almost.
Well, I mean, you really have your scouts in place who have been working throughout the year on all those scouting reports, right? And then all of that kind of prep work that you would think that you have been doing throughout the college football season. What's the staff going to look like, and how are you going? Do you have your own guys that have been doing it on their own or something? And so that's kind of a difficult transition.
But at that time, your argument was you'd rather almost fire a guy after the draft, right?
Well, I mean, that's a possibility. For me, I think it's more about the order of just hiring the coach,
right? Yeah.
And for what I like is the idea, if I was an owner, what I would do is I would bring in a GM and I would say, go and get the coach that you want, that you believe that can put your vision into place.
You want those guys to have a connection rather than just hiring two separate people.
Because when you do it out of order, what happens is you don't know who's at fault when things go wrong. So if you have a GM who hires the coach and then in 3 years you say this coach is the problem, it's not the personnel, then you get to say, well, you hired that coach, dude.
Well, what if they're bringing in a Belichick or I guess Parcells at the time, where he talked about he wanted to be the guy that bought the groceries and cooked the meal.
Well, I guess you could. I mean, that's what it seems like a lot of these organizations are ready to do, is cater to a coach and just give him the ultimate power.
We did that with Rivera in Washington.
And I think that's what the Panthers are going to do. If you prioritize your coach first, then what you're going to say is you're just going, we need to get a GM who can help you do what you need to do, rather than I just like the idea of a GM being a guy who is the head person who's accountable, and if it fails, then you both fail together, instead of going through what, remember when Philly had all that wild stuff that was going on where people were talking behind each other's backs and trying to undermine each other? Is that you always get these power dynamics when things start to fall apart. You saw it in Carolina this year when supposedly there's assistant coaches texting Tepper and saying we think we should bench Bryce Young or vice versa. And so everybody starts to panic when the ship's going down. And I think when you're all locked in together, then you just are all going down with the ship. So there's no need to throw each other under the bus.
Well, both of our teams have a vacancy at head coach. Who is number one on y'all's list right now?
Right,
Chandler. For a while before we saw these recent openings, Ben Johnson was your name.
Was the guy on top of my list.
You talked me into wanting him at Washington.
He's an interesting pick, and I think Washington has said that they want to hire him.
I know.
Well, they haven't been able to interview him yet, though.
So he was my go-to choice, and then Mike Vrabel gets fired.
Right now, it's got to be Vrabel,
and then
right?
now it's Mike Vrabel with him being out there in the open.
I don't think Vrabel is going to happen for the Carolina Panthers because they just went through a coach who had been fired that was just a head coach, and it seems too much like what you just did, and unfortunately, I know it's a defensive guy. Vrabel's been very good.
He's had more success than Frank Wright as a head coach.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I guess just the playoffs, but not as a coordinator necessarily. I don't know was he a coordinator with the Patriots when they were
with Bill?
Houston. No, he was with Houston Texans.
Okay. He was never with Belichick?
I thought he was from his tree.
Well, anyway, he definitely played for him, but I don't know about coach.
No, he was hired off the Texans.
The name I like is... Well, they interviewed one guy that I think is an intriguing name, and his name is
Todd
Monken.
Yeah.
Who is the offensive coordinator for the Ravens.
Yeah.
He's got Lamar playing so great, best season of his career, particularly from a quarterback perspective. was successful in college with UGA as they won 2 championships, and he was their offensive coordinator. So I feel like he can relate to both kind of the new game and the pros, or at least. But I mean, that's just kind of an interesting one because I've been so high on the Ravens, not necessarily attached to him. Bobby Slowick is the name that a lot of people are interested in, and that's the offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans. And
he just did it with a rookie. Come do it with our guy now.
Yeah, and he is kind of from that star-studded tree of Kyle Shanahan. If you go back, he was on your squad. He was on that 2013.
He's on one of them graphics that shows all the young guys.
Yep. And there are other names that are up there. I think the Mike
McDaniel.
Well, Mike McDaniel, but then there's the guy that's from Miami, their offensive coordinator. I don't know what his name is. Tom. It's a normal name. I can't remember it.
We'll call him Bob Johnson. Yeah. I was going to say, Tony, do you want an offensive head coach that can get with the quarterback? Because you could always hire Vrabel and then bring in a great offensive mind, and that's the guy that goes with Bryce Young. But do you want your head coach to be that guy? And then I remembered, well, Frank Reich is the quarterback guy that you just had.
Well, he just wasn't good at it, though. And here's the thing is, right now I've been trying to avoid. Yes, I do want an offensive coach, and I think there's a real reason to have an offensive head coach, and that is when you find success that you don't have to start over. And when a guy like Ron Rivera had success, he lost Sean McDermott, he lost his coordinators. If you look at what Sirianni lost 2 coordinators, but he's an offensive guy. And I think it's easier for you to find kind of replacements for coordinators when you have an offensive head coach. Those guys can come and go. Look at the Chiefs under Andy Reid. How many of his assistant coaches have moved on and done things like that? So I don't want to just say because Frank Reich didn't work, then we shouldn't be interested in an offensive coach. We could say that Frank Reich just didn't work, but I understand that it's not just as easy to say get an offensive coach and things are going to be okay.
I got a name, Tony, a guy that
Joe Brady
has won 2 Super Bowls. Well, it is going to be a joke name. So,
okay.
2 Super Bowls as an assistant. He's won a couple playoff games, has a winning record as a head coach in the NFL. That guy is Jim Caldwell. It's time.
He doesn't have to go far.
You wanted him last time. Why not now?
He doesn't have to go far. He's on our staff.
Is he on the staff right now?
Yeah.
I always think of his name anytime a Panthers vacancy comes up now.
I would have liked it. I mean, it probably would have worked better than Frank Reich.
I tell you what,
I mean, he's black Frank Reich, dude.
If you could have gone with a Wilkes Caldwell combo, you'd probably be happier than you ended up being.
Yeah, I mean, really, just things went so terrible. It's kind of hard to pinpoint why. Just everything was a mess there, and Caldwell was part of it too, even though he was just like eating off the buffet.
So did he stick around? Because there was a lot of firings with Reich.
Yeah, he was kind of moved up in that moment.
Is anybody back or is everybody gone? You know, like when you fire your head, like is everybody gone from the Panthers right now?
You mean coaches?
Yeah.
No. In fact, all the coaches are still under contract. I mean, the ones they did fire were who's the quarterback guy?
Josh McCown.
Josh McCown.
So it's just up for the new head coach to decide.
And really what they're trying to do is they want to postpone or at least interrupt some of these guys, particularly Ejiro Evero, who's our defensive coordinator, from leaving because they want to give the new head coach an opportunity to see if he would be a good fit, because then he's still under contract. You don't even really have to do anything.
Yeah.
And Chris Tabor, too, has been a strong special teams coach and stepped in as the interim head coach. So they have blocked these guys from getting parallel, like Jacksonville requested Evero to interview for their job, and New York requested Tabor to interview for their special teams opening, and the Carolina Panthers said no go, trying to protect those assets until they get their coach, and then he can at least make the determination if he wants to bring his in his own guys, or maybe even use some of these guys who have had some success in Carolina.
Let's take a break. You mentioned Joe Brady. He's with the Bills now,
yeah,
right?
and they turned their
name. Yeah, does his name start popping back up again?
What happens if they're going to win this? Say they win in round one. Say they go deep in the playoffs.
His coaching is just recycling. Like, you throw it away, but you recycle it so it can come back in 2 years.
Oh wait, let me get back in that track.
And you forget how much you hated the guy when you threw him out.
It's like pulling out an old video game that you didn't finish.
Yeah,
kind of like going up and picking this up and uncrumbling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That silence was loud.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, the sound of silence. We'll make our playoff picks. Tied the top. Let's do a quick vote, guys. I'm proposing playoff games count as 2 points.
Yes.
Okay, so it's official. Majority rules. I vote yes. Joey votes yes.
How close am I?
You are in the mix, Tony. You are 7 back.
Oh, I fell one.
Yeah, you did. Joey and I tied at the top. Chon, you still have a chance to catch Danny.
Here we go.
We'll make our playoff picks with special guest picker Alex Harper when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Crosby, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington.
Go Pirates!
15-time best-selling author, keynote speaker, and global influencer John Gordon is coming to Greenville in March. John was ranked number 6 as one of the top leadership speakers in the world and will be our featured guest at the Pirate Radio Luncheon on Monday, March 18th. Hey, John, tell us more about your upcoming visit.
Hey, Pirate Nation. John Gordon here. I am so excited about coming to Greenville, North Carolina and East Carolina University March 18th, where I'm going to talk about ways to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership, and build a stronger team. We're going to activate the positive competitive advantage together. I hope to see you there. Go Pirates.
Don't miss out on this huge opportunity to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership skills, and create a better future for you and your team. To reserve a table, contact me, Jonathan Ellerby, at ellerby@pirateradio1250.com. We look forward to seeing you in March.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You could even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Turkey, ham, bacon. These and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina whole hog barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
The best place to go before hitting the water is Pirate Waters Outfitter in Washington. This is Captain Bo Brooks, and at Pirate Waters Outfitters, we are the best specialty store in Eastern North Carolina for fly fishing with the best rods and reels. We have a custom rod and net builder right on site, Camacho Rod Works. Look your best with some of our new outdoor apparel. Everything you need to chase fish on the fly is at Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street, right next door to Breaking Bread. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. We are Pirate Waters Outfitters.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years, and you can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Panthers fans, what is your excitement level for the playoffs with your team not in it?
Oh, I like a lot of the storylines in this playoff, so a lot high.
Okay.
I'd say 8.
Okay. I'm with you there.
You know what? It's a 9 now after that itinerary you gave earlier in the show.
That's right. Big sports day on Saturday. Flip on a college basketball game at noon. Head over to Minges, 4 o'clock, East Carolina SMU. Pirates looking for their 3rd straight win in AAC play for the first time in life.
Wow.
Forever. And it could happen on Saturday. Pirates playing some good ball. And then head home from Minges, 6:15-ish. Stop in at your favorite sports bar.
Maybe Familia. Get a pizza of the week.
Yeah.
Would be great.
Grab a draft, a $12 pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza of the week is
Buffalo chicken.
This is the week to go, folks.
Stop in there, watch the second half of Texans Browns, and then head home for the nightcap. Tua versus Mahomes. Great sports day.
Frozen.
Yeah.
That's going to be cold, that one.
Turn Frozen on for your kids.
Let it go.
And watch a Frozen
Let it go.
football game.
Let it go.
Just unbuckle that belt buckle and eat that pizza and let it go.
Throw on your fat pants.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that Lions Rams game, too.
We'll talk about a storyline.
Whoa. Scripted. NFL got it. Best script ever this year.
More on that right now, because is the script in? Do we know who's going to win the Browns-Texans game?
Oh.
And do you know why I'm asking that?
No.
Because if one of the teams wins...
The Texans.
No, if the Browns win, you get your Flacco versus...
Oh, Ravens?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice. Wow.
I guess depending
just go ahead and pin it in then.
No, I heard that on Pig Central. Would it work out that way? Because the Browns are the 5.
I thought they have to play the lower seeds.
They would.
Ravens.
Yeah. Maybe that was a misspeak.
Yeah. It was a Tonyism. Way to go, Tony.
But it wasn't even, it was a different show I was watching, and it wasn't the C3 podcast.
So you plagiarized misspokenness.
That was from Pig Central. Well, I guess it's not even possible, is it? I don't know. My brain is scrambled right now. All right, so Browns at Texans. Joe Flacco, 38. C.J. Stroud, 22. My favorite numbers from this game. How about the Texans getting here? And again, they would have gotten in anyway. They'd have gotten in as a wild card if the Jags would have won. So they'd have got in. They did their part and not just winning a crappy division.
What was their record and what was the Jags' record? And why?
I guess they were.
How are the Jags not in then?
Well, because they lost. They would have finished.
Oh, so they would have had a tied record.
A tiebreaker situation, yeah. So the Texans were 9-8. I think they finished. How many do you play now? 17.
Yeah,
that would be 9-8.
So they might be 10-7, I believe. 10-7. Had a lot of injuries to a lot of key parts, including the quarterback C.J. Stroud missing time.
Was it 2 or 3 games?
I feel like this is a head versus heart pick for me because I clearly want a team to win.
My heart is. I'm going with. I'm picking the Texans, baby. I think I see 2 upsets potentially budding in this.
So, are you admitting it's a heart pick for you, or it's a heart and head pick?
It's a heart pick. Yeah, I think they're 3.5 dogs or 2.5.
Yeah, it's not a major upset.
Yeah, they're at home, but the Browns' defense is so good. And Flacco put up 7 points against the Jets in the first half. One of the best defenses in the NFL. Like Flacco has been spinning it. And then you got to think of this is will Deshaun Watson's trade go down as the worst trade in the history of football? Their team has done better since Joe Flacco has become the quarterback.
With that amount of money they gave him? Yes.
I think they gave 3 first-round picks, too.
You know, I never even factored that part into this game.
Yeah, that's another. Imagine if Watson was the quarterback going back to Houston.
Because
it would definitely be a hard pick.
The other huge storyline game we'll get to is Rams-Lions, where you've got
that one is the storylines in that one don't stop.
I can't remember who I was, but there's a who won the trade debate. Now Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl, so I would say the Rams won the trade. But you could have that debate.
It's like a win-win.
But like the Texans here can win and point and laugh and say,
yeah.
So yeah,
even if Flacco beats them, they can still kind of do that.
Man, I'm
picking the Texans. I don't care. I'm picking with my heart.
I want to root for the Texans. I think it'll be fun. Give me. I love Stroud.
Me too.
Give me Texans.
I'm going with Flacco Magic.
All right. I've got the picks of the boys. We've got 2 Texans. So
Where are these guys, by the way? They haven't been in weeks.
I don't know Joey's status.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Saw him Wednesday night at Sports Trivia.
Good.
Danny better be throwing a baseball right now. That's his only excuse not to be here. All right. Does anybody have the balls to take Miami in cold weather?
No.
You're wrong. Our co-leader does. Joey is taking the Dolphins.
I'll also take
Crazy.
the Dolphins.
You also live dangerously.
I also live life dangerously.
Shirley, need a vibe check. Need a Friday vibe check. 1 to 10.
4.8.
So close to a 5. Are you...
Is Waddle in?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have Peacock?
I do.
Okay. Do you... If they lose this game, did they do enough for you to enjoy the journey and you say, great year? Or are you pissed that a really good year ended in Wild Card Weekend? You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be option B.
How would you feel after a loss Saturday night?
Oh, I would definitely be pissed.
Yeah.
Mainly because we had an opportunity to play at home if we beat Buffalo coming off of a loss after we got our butts spanked by the Ravens the week before.
You were winning at halftime in that game.
Yeah.
Couldn't win so many games throughout the season. You should have won.
We had opportunity after opportunity. Really, there was only a handful of games where we just... we shot ourselves in the foot, and then you throw in, all the injuries. We lose Bradley Chubb for the year. Tyreek Hill is not exactly 100%, but he's going to go out there and play. Jalen Waddle is injured. I don't know if he's going to play this week or not because I hadn't even looked. But then they go out and they sign some defensive ends because they need them because on the defensive side of the ball we are just decimated.
Somebody got Justin Houston off the scrap heap.
Good luck.
We have Justin Houston.
No, not anymore.
Somebody
we released him.
I know that they signed a couple of people. I couldn't tell you who they are.
All right.
So 4.8 is where I'm at.
And I think that's a fair answer.
Weather,
they played,
and the weather is really going to play.
That
because
ball
now,
is going to weigh like 900 pounds to Tua.
Well, now you're taking away one of the more potent parts of our offense, which is throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be able to do it in that type of weather.
I forgot, by the way, our guest picker, Alex Harper. Sorry, Alex.
It's all right.
Sorry, Alex.
Browns at Texans.
Something about Flacco, man. Give me the Browns.
All right, taking the Brownies.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got Joey and Sean on the Dolphins. I want the Dolphins to win, but they're not. I'll take the Chiefs. I tell you what, whoever loses this game is going to get roasted and toasted, though. Especially Kansas City, just because
Where
the
they
Dolphins.
got
I mean, the Dolphins were high on the hog, man. Like they were the team to beat for a while in the AFC. But you didn't really buy in.
I did in the beginning.
Yeah,
I thought they were legit, but then their defense can't do anything, and they can't win a big game.
Yeah,
only
I heard a crazy
one
one
big
today.
game this year.
The Patriots, they had the same record as Washington, right? They won 4 games. They had more wins over teams with a winning record than Miami. It was the Steelers and somebody else that they beat. Tony is taking the
Chiefs.
Yeah. A-Harp.
Does anybody know if Taylor Swift will be in attendance?
Yes.
I'm going to say
she's got to be there for a playoff game.
If she's there, I'm taking Kansas City.
Okay. I will put an asterisk by that. All right. Coming up Sunday at 1, Steelers at Bills. Maybe we should have gone against the spread here in the playoffs because I don't think anybody is going to take Pittsburgh.
No, they're not. And the Bills are starting to play good. They're playing their best football of the year.
What a Bills game on Sunday night. So they had in the first half
3 picks or something like that.
2 interceptions in the end zone.
Yeah.
And the last play of the first half ends at the 1-foot line. And I'm like, all right, they're not winning this game. How many times do you see those things happen and the team loses? Well, they get a punt return. They get a
that guy is the reason they won the game because they were dead to rights until that moment.
I mean, we'll see how it turns out, but that just so many implications from that one game. It changed the course of Miami's playoffs, could change the course of Buffalo.
I know. It would have been so cool to see them play twice.
Yeah, I know you were
back
rooting
to
for
back. That would have been interesting. I think it would have made some of the matchups cool down the road because if you had flipped them, the Bills would be in Kansas City right now, right? No, they would be in Miami. Who would Kansas City be playing if Miami had won?
Steelers? Wait, so Miami would have been the what?
They would have been at home and they would have hosted the Bills.
They would have been the 2?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It would have been Steelers.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then the Chiefs win that and then go on, I guess. And who else is... Somebody's got to buy the Ravens. Yeah, I guess who would go to see them? It would be, I guess, whoever lost.
I tried to do this earlier, Tony. It's a losing battle. Your head just gets...
It would be the Bills, probably.
There's just like... smoke.
That would be the Bills at Baltimore.
gift.
All right, we are on to Sunday afternoon. Starting to hear more folks believing in... Oh, did we get your pick? Steelers, Bills.
Intern guy.
The disrespect.
Give me the Bills.
Hey, he's been disrespected his whole life. He knows how to handle it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Somebody call him.
Packers, Bills. Packers, Cowboys. Did I just say the Super Bowl? Packers, Bills? Accidentally?
You saw the script.
Packers, Cowboys. I'm taking Dallas. I've seen a lot of Packers and Cowboys are going to struggle in the playoffs. This is different. Cowboy
fans are so annoying, man. My boss came at me and she's like, She's my boss's boss. She's a Cowboys fan. She's like, they haven't won a big game, and like there's like already writing their own team off. I'm like, man, you guys have been killing it.
Wait, so she isn't delusional? She's actually stating the facts?
I think she's being overly non-delusional.
Yeah.
Like too much?
Yeah, like too much.
If I was
like,
a Cowboys,
sounds like
it's like Randolph when he's like, oh, he's going to throw 7.
If I was a Cowboys fan right now, I would be jacked to the max because my team is unbeatable at home, and they just pound teams. And they're going to pound Green Bay.
When a team's pounding a team.
And are you worried about...
The only team that can beat you is on the downswing right now and hurt and no good.
Being Philly?
Yeah.
And you won't have to...
San Francisco. You're going to, like...
Well, yeah, but I'm saying they're on the opposite side of the bracket. You're going to get 2 home games, regardless.
Yeah.
And
they're
just
going to smoke
San Francisco.
Green Bay is not good, dude.
That's where I'm at right now.
They are not good.
I mean,
Jordan
good
Love
for
had
them.
2 good games to close the season, or 3, but you got to... One of those is against the Panthers. Come on.
Come on.
That's a fraud game.
Joey and Danny taking the Cowboys. Sean?
I'm going to go with the Cowboys at home. You can't pick against them at home.
A-Harp.
Weedham boys.
I think you're going to see something from Jordan Love, though. I think you're really going to... This Jordan Love guy, man, I think you're going to see a lot of stuff from him, man.
I tell you, it's always cool to me when clearly these GMs and scouts, they see something in the guy, and then we get to watch... And I didn't watch him much in college, I'll be honest. I hadn't seen him in the pros because he hadn't played much. And then you see him a little bit, and you're like, well, why did they take this guy? But then he shows you, and he's throwing dang dimes into traffic and looking like a quarterback. It's pretty cool to see a guy find himself like in the NFL, and he certainly did that this year. So I'm excited. I mean, I hope he plays well.
I see Aaron Rodgers throwing mechanics with Jordan Love. Does anybody else see that? I don't know.
I don't watch it.
Are you high on ayahuasca right now?
Maybe. It's just the room's not dark enough.
I just think the Cowboys score 41 points. CeeDee Lamb is unstoppable right now. Try to stop him.
Michael Parsons is going to be all over Love.
And their defense stinks, dude.
All right, to Sunday night. Tony, if you did a game draft, what would be your first pick? Would it be Dolphins Chiefs or would it be Rams Lions?
Rams Lions.
That's your most. Yeah. That's so.
I think the Dolphins are too hurt. If the Dolphins were full,
and if they were home, I think it would change for me.
Yeah, and then I would pick them.
This is great. The story, not just the storylines, but the total is like over 50. Like you just expect to see some fireworks in this game. And by the way, I picked the Rams to make.
So let's talk briefly, just for the listeners, what those storylines are. One is Matt Stafford used to be the quarterback for the Detroit Lions, was traded for Jared Goff, who was the quarterback for the Rams.
Who I thought Goff was going to be brought in. They were going to draft a guy.
That's what they thought too.
And no, he is their franchise quarterback.
He is him.
He has played his best football, which is interesting because Sean McVay kind of gave up, saying he couldn't get over the hump with
and
this
because
guy.
He went to a Super Bowl with the Rams.
Yeah.
And a terrible Super Bowl.
Awful. Boring.
I can't remember it. Which one was it?
And they scored like 3 points, right?
10-3.
Oh, okay. So look, and that was when they had a pretty high-powered offense that year going on.
Well, that was
right?
that was when Gurley Man kind of shut it down. Like at the end, they shut him down.
They wouldn't let him. Yeah, they strangely wouldn't let him play at all. I mean, maybe not strangely, but it just seemed kind of odd. So you get that, you get the quarterbacks, but then the Rams have won a Super Bowl with Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
The Lions, like you said, have now got their franchise quarter. Like they've won the division for the first time in 30 years.
I was going to say
they're hosting.
Exactly. The storyline for me too is first ever playoff game at Ford Field. Those fans, this is 8:15. Those fans are going to be bleep faced. Like they're probably partying right now.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they've been partying since they won the division.
Like that, I can't wait to see the atmosphere. It's going to be awesome.
They haven't won the division in 30 years.
Man, just they are going to be so jacked up and too jacked up, which is why I'm going to take Stafford and the Rams.
Wow. You got to go with your team.
Did the Lions win last week?
Yeah.
Dang it, then they're going to lose. every other week.
That's right.
They're an every other week team. I'm picking the Lions.
All right.
I don't know why.
Because they're home and they're the favorite. Danny,
but they don't really have a very good defense.
Danny's taking the Rams. Tony just took the Lions. Chandler.
I'm craving some kneecaps. Give me the Lions.
All right. A-Harp.
For no other reason than Dan Campbell, I'm going with the Lions.
Yeah, I like Dan Campbell. I like Sean McVay, but if they're fighting each other, I'll certainly take Campbell.
He reported.
Monday Night Football. We already saw this game. It stunk. Will it be any better this time? Eagles, Bucks.
Oh,
you gonna do it?
Did we see
Eagles
what was the score?
You pulling the trigger?
No, the Eagles are gonna. I'm picking the Eagles, but I could think the Bucks could pull this out.
Oh my goodness!
How do y'all do this with the South? So I'll never root for the Eagles, Cowboys. I don't hate the Giants as much, but like I'm not gonna pull for them unless they're playing the Cowboys or Eagles. How do you feel? Like nobody likes Philly. But you can't root for your division
I don't
team, right?
dislike Philly.
Oh, okay.
I like Philly.
So you're
Sirianni. You got the
Paisans, no matter who they play, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
The
sure.
Bucks are the one team in the division that nobody dislikes.
I was about
We're
to say,
just
I
like,
don't
man.
Saints Falcons, it's no question.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I brought it up.
Yeah,
I knew you
the
hated
Bucks
those.
are always because they were bad for 20 years.
Yeah.
I feel like it's us and the Bucks that like nobody really.
Yeah, that's it. We're like the northern version of them.
Like the Saints and the Falcons are over there. Dennis Allen and Arthur Smith are over there bickering, and the Panthers and Bucks are chilling
Jameis,
over.
bro, my favorite person in the world.
Oh man, we don't have time to get into that from last week.
It was so good.
We should have played Jameis's interview after the game.
I love it, dude.
Yeah. All
and
right.
what? And do you
It
think
was a team decision.
Joey.
What did you not like about it?
Joey and Danny are taking the Eagles.
We got
Sean,
15 minutes.
I got an interview. Got to get to.
Can I interject one moment
Yes.
for just a quick message?
Yeah, how quick are we talking? Because it's not going quick.
Let's go.
Well, I was waiting for you to tell me whether or not I could
Yes,
do
go ahead.
that.
Yes.
Go.
Joey, check your DMs on Twitter.
Oh,
That's it.
Okay. Oh, Shirley, what'd you send it to me? I want to see what you sent him.
That's none of your business. That's between me and Joey.
Okay, all right. Ooh-wee. Chandler,
His DMs.
your lock of the week is Eagles.
Eagles.
You are not. It don't matter what their record's been. You say they go in there, they do what they did earlier this year. They win on Monday night in Tampa. Easy.
I don't
overthink it.
I don't know.
Don't overthink it. Tony.
Lock? Dallas Cowboys.
No. Picking this game.
Who is it again?
Eagles, Bucks.
Oh, Eagles.
Alex Harper.
Eagles.
Oh, boy. Everybody's on the Eagles.
I know.
Eagles fans.
Man, their
it's for
defense
you.
has just melted down 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, process, boy. And in trouble right now.
But, I mean, is it Matt Patricia? That's the problem.
Always. I don't care.
They were celebrating them a month ago, and now they're...
No matter what the question is, the answer is always Matt Patricia. All right, we got to run. Tony, what you guys got going on?
The normal will be, we got the Tuesday night show. It was great this week. We went through all the candidates, head coach, and GMs. We got the Friday free-for-all where fans can come on and be a part of the show. And we'll be covering all the head coaching, GM, and changes throughout the season. All impromptu, live, all of that mess. So come check us out.
I mean, almost it's more exciting to talk about that than games at this point, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, you're into that
man,
stuff.
I'm just so glad 17 post games are over.
There you go. Congratulations getting through it. We'll take a break, come back. Greeny, Mark Greenhell's Golf Shop Show joins us when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
That's not the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes my vision is a little hazy. I can tell who I should trust or just who I let trust me.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
I'm back, and so glad to be back in the town that I love, but also glad to be back with the best chiropractor anywhere. Worth Chiropractic was my choice before I left Greenville, and my travels have not changed my mind. No one offers the care or service like Worth Chiropractic. Neck pain, back pain, and of course, sports-related injuries, they will get you back to being you, naturally and safely. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear is your one-stop shop to help promote your business and always provide superior customer service. No matter what apparel you need for your team or customers, University Sportswear can make it happen. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Go Pirates!
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you can do that swing. How's everybody doing out there?
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We got to quickly get to Mark Greenhalgh, but Mike P said, sliding into the weekend like Shirley sliding into Joey's DMs. Ryan said it goes down in the DMs. Steve said Shirley sliding into Joey's DMs. Chad said it goes down in the DMs.
Jeez.
Steve said Shirley sliding like Ricky Henderson into the DMs.
Well, I mean, Shirley has to take another base at some point.
Well, you don't want to be just standing on that same base?
Well, you know, I mean, Shirley can't stay on first base. Shirley has to take second base, and eventually Shirley has to take third base.
I love Shirley using her name Shirley while talking. Yeah. Reminds me of George.
You do get that reference, right?
What is it?
Ricky Henderson only used himself in third person.
Ricky. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Ricky's base.
This is Ricky's base.
Let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show coming your way Saturday right here on Pirate Radio. Greeny, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Clip. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and glad to hear you're doing good because change is always difficult, and a major change in your favorite NFL franchise, a guy you've watched win Super Bowls and dominate for most of the last 2 decades. So how you feeling without Bill Belichick as your head coach?
Well, I think you and I had already talked about this, and you asked me, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to make the change. So I'm good with it. I'm torn. I'm always 50-50 on, do you bring somebody else back in from the organization? Do you bring somebody from outside the organization? I think it's just a situational thing, and obviously the Patriots, because it was written into Mayo's contract that he would succeed Bill Belichick, they felt like this was a good fit. All of the things that I'm reading, it seems like, especially on the defensive side of the ball, these guys feel like that he's deserved it. And, man, it seems like that he spends about as much time in the office as Belichick does. So I think it's a good move all around. I think it was a good, swift move, and I'm all for it at this point, and I think it's a great transition, and I think guys are going to be willing to come play for Jared Mayo.
It's going to be, just crazy to see the Patriots without Belichick on the sidelines. Do you think he's on the sidelines next year for a team, Greeny?
I still think the Chargers make sense. I think I've said that all along, is that, when you look at what's available out there and you look at where Bill Belichick has had success, I mean, obviously, people say, was it Belichick, was it Brady? It was the combination of the two of them, right? You can't take that away. You can't say it was one or the other. You have to say that it was Tom Brady leading an offense that didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. Bill Belichick being the master of, rules and all that, and the mastermind of the defense. Now, you look at what's happened in L.A. from the Chargers' perspective, is that you feel like they've got a pretty good quarterback in Herbert, and you feel like that they've got a decent defense, but it seems like that they've made a lot of mistakes, especially on the coaching side of the ball, whether it's time management or things along those lines. So you put him in that situation where he's got a quarterback and can continue to build a good defense, and a quarterback that has offensive potential, and you can limit his mistakes. I think it's a no-brainer for me that they could be a Super Bowl contending team with Bill Belichick as the head coach.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Show, joining us. We'll talk some golf in a moment. Sticking with football now, Greeny's going to have a new head coach for his NFL team. How about his alma mater there at Clemson? How about Dabo to Bama? Any of that talk going around, Greeny? Do you think that's a possibility?
I think he has shut them down from what I understood. I mean, it was funny. My dad sent me a thing yesterday where people were trying to say that the Clemson plane was in Tuscaloosa Airport or something like that, and the TigerNet site said that the plane's still in the hangar in Clemson, so don't worry about that. And I believe that he's actually said no. I think you're seeing a bunch of people. It looks like Washington's coach Bohr may end up being the one that goes there. Yeah, Dabo has said all along that he really didn't want the Alabama coaching job, and I agree with him. I mean, when you've built something like what you've built at Clemson, unless they kick you out, there's really no reason to leave to go to any other program at this point. And, man, I still hope that there's, that Florida State's irritated enough that maybe Clemson and Florida State can jump the ACC and get to one of these other conferences.
Greeny, we'll stick with football here. Wild Card weekend coming up. We'll have the games for you right here on Pirate Radio, including 2 games involving your AFC East foes, the Dolphins in Kansas City, as the weather continues to deteriorate there. And I can't wait to see what that looks like tomorrow night. And can the Dolphins hang? And then the Steelers are hefty underdogs against the Buffalo Bills, who beat Miami last week to earn that AFC East crown and earn that home game. So what do you think about your AFC East foes this weekend? Do both survive? One survive? Do both get knocked out? What do you think?
What is the NFL actually thinking about saying it's going to be snowing too much and bad weather in Buffalo? We need to move the game. I mean, what on earth would actually force them to do that? That's absolutely why Buffalo wants to host the playoff game. I don't know. This is one of those scenarios where the Chiefs haven't been playing that great. The Dolphins were kind of playing decent until Buffalo handled them a little bit. Buffalo hadn't been playing all that great. And the Steelers had actually been on the uptick a little bit near the end of the season. So I think both of these games are up for grabs. And I'm surprised that the Bills are a 9.5-point favorite, because I feel like the Steelers just have been a team that's been solid and hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes. And if you can force Josh Allen into making mistakes, which he does a lot, I think that brings that game right back inside of that spread. I mean, if you told me I was betting against the spread, I'd probably take the Steelers in that game.
All right. Not a lot of folks on Pittsburgh due to their offense, which makes sense. But, Mike Tomlin has his team once again in the playoffs and trying to pull a first-round upset. Greeny, we'll talk a little golf, and I have not searched out golf headlines this week, but I certainly saw one. The only one I saw was Tiger Woods split with Nike. What's the reasoning behind this, Greeny? Whose call was this to make?
It's interesting. His son Charlie had signed an NIL deal with another clothing manufacturer. So that raised my eyebrows that, maybe Nike never approached Charlie about some kind of an NIL deal. And if that's the case, then maybe Tiger was a little irritated at that point. You're hearing a couple of things. You're hearing that obviously maybe something with the TaylorMade Adidas side of things. Maybe Tiger has his own line rolled out. I mean, he always had his own TW brand with Nike, so I'm assuming that partnership is gone so he can bring that logo with him. So it would make sense that whether it's a new TW company or it's it's an arm of something like a TaylorMade Adidas type thing, it makes sense that he does something along those lines. But that's the only thing that I can really think of is that, when you didn't offer Charlie maybe what he was looking for and somebody else gave him an offer, that maybe, Tiger's like, okay, it's run its course and I can do something else now.
Greeny, what are you following this weekend in the golf world?
Again, this is another one of those events where you're looking to see who can make a name for themselves. We had one of those more of a signature event last week where you had tournament winners and you had to have certain qualifications to play in that event. This is one of those kind of open events that you're going to see scattered throughout the PGA Tour season in 2024. So this is the opportunity for somebody to play really well and win a golf tournament and get themselves invited to those signature events. So this is one of those events where if you're not in that top 50 from the FedEx Cup playoffs, if you're not in some of the top 10 or the top 5 lists that are going to get you into those signature events, these are the events that you have to make hay in. So that's really what you look for to see who can jump up and who can elevate themselves and get moving up that list so that they can start making some of that big bank.
Good stuff. Mark Greenhill's Golf Shop Show joining us. You can hear the Golf Shop Show 8 to 10 a.m. Saturday here on Pirate Radio. What do you guys have planned for tomorrow's show, Greeny?
Oh, by the way, I'm glad you left me alone about my Clemson basketball team because they're not doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I skipped that one. So, yeah. I didn't do it on purpose, but, yeah, maybe I did. I don't know.
I know. Yeah. Well, we'll always Bill Bender, the sporting news, so we'll talk, the outcome of all these college football coaching changes and where people are shuffling around to. And as we prepare for the expanded playoff next year, we'll catch up with Butch English, who's going to talk about what do you do this time of year if you're stuck indoors and you need to stay sharp with your golf game. And then we're also going to talk to, those PXG ads where you have the guy that's always yelling at you about his club. Well, we're going to get Nick Janke from that company, which is PXG, about their new Black Ops Club line. So we'll see what PXG has in store for us for 2024. And in January, it's the big PGA merchandise show down in Orlando. So this is the time of year when people start rolling out all their new stuff.
Good deal. And Greeny, good news for you. Your Tigers get back on track Saturday with a win over BC. So all will be well.
Well, I would have thought that against Virginia Tech, but how'd that go?
Yeah, well, there you go. Greeny, thanks for joining us, man. Have a good show tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You do the same. Mark Greenhill's Golf Shop, a radio show, joining us here, Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. Morgan Ahlers joins us. Brian North joins us also in Hour 3. More to go. PRL back with you after this.
How's everybody doing out there? Hello! Talking about them times when I was by myself. I would always depend on somebody else.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Was it true?
There's local politics, bud.
What was it like playing for the Pirates?
Hope Ahlers to the 30. Look at him go. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Pirates.
Find out all those answers and more by joining me on the Holton Ahlers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV to watch the show or listen each week on the Pirate Radio podcast channel. The Holton Ahlers Show on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
Kick off 2024 at your CBD store with new THCA flower and pre-rolls plus Mike Bites, Mike Tyson Delta 8 ear-shaped gummies. Speaking of gummies, did you know their gummies are #1 in the world? Your CBD store has gummies for wellness, sleep, relaxation, and get up and go. Plus, they're best-selling above and beyond Delta gummies. If you struggle with sleep, anxiety, or pain, go see them. They also have pet products, gifts, jewelry, and accessories. So stop by your CBD store today. 420 East Arlington Boulevard, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas. Our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Here today with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
Right. We also do homeowners association management, and this is for communities that have a need for professional management. We provide services that include accounting, dues collection, inspections, and maintenance of your community. Protecting your property value is important, and having professional HOA management will protect your investment now and in the future. If you have real estate or HOA management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Come on, slam, what? Pick it up, slam, turn up, let the noise be born.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. It is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork, in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street, and on Greenville Boulevard in the old Pizza Inn location. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, the long snapper, the former long snapper. We're all here on a Friday. Do we have Morgan Ahlers on the Pirate Radio Live line? I am getting confirmation that we do. Morgan, how you doing, man?
Clipper, it is Friday. How are you doing?
I am great because I'm very excited about Saturday and the lineup. I'm going to cap it off with a little Tua versus Mahomes. Before that, I'm going to catch the second half of Texans-Browns. And before that, I'm going to be in Minges Coliseum, where East Carolina looks to win their third straight conference game for the first time ever in the American when they take on a good SMU team. And Morgan, I'm extra fired up for that after the road win on Wednesday night. I was kind of watching that one, rubbing my eyes, saying, is this happening? East Carolina cruising to a double-digit road win against Temple the other night. That's a great win for Mike Schwartz's team.
Yeah, it really was. It was nip and tuck in the first quarter, and first half, rather, and then they came back, pulled away early in the second half, and Temple just never could get anything going. And Mike Schwartz's team defensive strategies and concepts really paid dividends because Temple didn't have a lot of uncontested shots in the second half. And, man, it's good to see the Pirates win, especially on the road. I heard your interview with Cy last week before the game, and he put it very bluntly. It's tough to win on the road, regardless of who you are, and that's a big win for the Pirates.
And, man, this conference, there are some heavy hitters with Memphis, FAU, nice win last night on the road by 1 point against Tulane. But all these games are going to be close, Morgan, and we've seen our fair share to start this season with East Carolina. Brandon Johnson able to hit the big shot against Tulsa to get the win. And you just go into these games expecting, with about 4 minutes to play, for it to be within 5 points one way or the other.
Yeah, it's one of those leagues that there are a lot of comparable teams. I think it's a league that you've lost some of maybe your bigger names when you're talking about the UCFs, the Houstons, that kind of thing, and Cincinnati. But you've still got SMU, you've got Memphis, and other than that, this league is a very stout league any team can win in any given game, whether it's home or away. And the Pirates need a big turnout from the students tomorrow. I think that's going to be a really big factor. I thought they've had really good attendance so far with the students being gone. I've been very, pleased with it. Granted, nobody asked me my opinion, but, I've seen some games over the years in the winter break where you walk in and there might be 600-700 people in the whole arena. And, to put 3,000 or 4,000 in there on a student-less basketball game is fun, and then you add another 1,500, 2,000 students tomorrow night. That place could be really rocking.
Chandler, you know what else will be back tomorrow?
What's that?
The band.
Oh, I was about to say, the pet band should be back.
Get the band back in there. Morgan just makes for a great environment. And talked to Mark Adams on the show yesterday, and the old veteran ball coach said, we just don't understand how much that makes a difference when you got that atmosphere and how much it can play into a college basketball game.
Yeah, again, I'm not going to give my thoughts on the band not being there last week, but all the cheerleaders were there. All the basketball players were there. All the dance team was there. Where the hell was the band?
I don't know, man.
Morgan has band beef.
I tell you, it makes a difference, though. So I hope they're there tomorrow. Hell, they should be there. If they're not, I'm going to be mad. We'll get my own instruments and go down there.
Flip is mad.
Yeah.
Hope you're not mad tomorrow.
Looking forward to that. Morgan Ahlers will be on the stick, on the mic, as East Carolina takes on SMU. And with that, Morgan, we got some playoff action as well. Looking forward to Wild Card Weekend, Super Wild Card Weekend. Any games jump out at you? We've talked about Rams line should be a lot of fun. Dolphins Chiefs has a lot of intrigue. What game or games are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
I think all of them have a chance to be some really good football games. Of course, everybody's talking about the Chiefs and the Dolphins when it's supposed to be 0 at the kickoff with a wind chill factor in the negative 20s, and by the end of the game it could be negative 5 and possibly down to 30, depending on how the wind blows out there. My question with that is that skin freezes on at a certain degree on contact, and you out there have a lot of exposed skin with the players and that kind of thing, and they're out there, they are working up a sweat regardless of how much their gear they got on, but they're still wearing their football pants and their football jerseys and their helmets. But how would that football be affected by that cold? They're going to have it in the heater, but how long does it stay warm? I mean, somebody's trying to throw you a frozen football. How easy is that to catch or throw? So it's going to be interesting. And then on Sunday night, you've got Buffalo. They're going to be there, and I think Saturday in Buffalo there's a blizzard warning. I saw before I came to set up for tonight. I got a gig over here at Brook Valley, and I was watching the Weather Channel, and they were talking about Buffalo could get 12 to 18 inches of snow Saturday, still snowing Sunday, and then low 20s. So, that's going to be a fun game. I love watching football in the snow. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, especially in the comfort of your own home, right, Morgan? It's the best place to watch it.
To deal with it.
Alex Harper, ECU long snapper and intern. Alex, would you rather play in 95-degree heat or negative 20 wind chill?
95-degree heat.
Okay, you answer that pretty quickly.
Alex Harper.
No discussion. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, buddy. How about you?
I'm phenomenal. Clip, do you want to know a fun fact?
Yeah.
Morgan Ahlers, I should call him Coach Morgan Ahlers, coached my 8U flag football team, and he was the first person actually to ever suggest that I should try out long snapping.
Wow. Are you giving the credit to getting you where you are today?
This is my opportunity to give Coach Ahlers his flowers right now.
How about that? That's awesome.
See, Alex, but what you don't understand, that could either be really good that I saw a lot of potential long snapping for you, and we're like, dude, you might not want to try to catch your blocker.
Either way, your tutelage worked out, Morgan. That's awesome. I didn't know you guys had a history. I was going to ask Morgan, have you ever said Alex Harper's name over the speakers at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium?
Every game.
Yeah.
Lineup.
Starting lineup.
Game.
Wow.
Starting lineup.
There you go.
Yep.
Man.
If it's a bad snap, I don't say that snap sucked.
Thanks.
Awful snap by Alex Harper.
Never had one that I know of either. He's never had a bad snap.
Blame me. I'm the one that told him to be in that position. That's good stuff. And while we're on the topic, ECU football, Pirates adding another quarterback to the mix, Morgan?
That's what the word is out there.
Yeah.
That, Jake Garcia was at Miami, and then he was at Missouri, played for Coach Drink in Missouri. I don't think he played very much. I don't know if he was injured or not, but he's supposed to be coming in, and that's going to be that's the depth that we've needed at quarterback. Didn't have it last year really, and you got two guys that are proven at a pretty high level of football. So competition, iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. So hopefully it's going to be produce a real positive product next fall on the field for the Pirates.
Morgan Ahlers joining us, the first Ahlers to host a show on Pirate Radio. Now there's another. The Holden Ahlers Show debuted on Thursday. It's available where you get your podcast on YouTube, and you can hear it at 6 o'clock here tonight on Pirate Radio. Morgan, you're proud of everything Holden has done. How about this venture as he goes into media? It's really just him talking to his buddies, but man, it's fun to be a fly on the wall and hear those conversations.
Yeah, it is. I'm the proud pop moment, and for all those guys there, they put a lot of work into working on that and getting it looking good. And they've had 3, 4, 5 practice podcasts that they've done trying to get it right and things to look at. And very proud of those guys. I thought they did a really good job for their first time the other night when hour and 20 minutes or whatever it was. But it's fun to watch, and again, that's a different perspective from some guys that have a little bit of inside knowledge, and they're not only going to talk East Carolina football, they're going to talk a lot of different things. And next week, I think they've got Harold Varner III going to be on, so that's going to be an exciting interview and a conversation with him. That's going to be a lot of people listening and watching that one.
No doubt. Morgan Ahlers joining us. Morgan, have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you Saturday in Minges Coliseum.
We shall see you guys there. Have a great weekend and go Pirates.
Thank you, sir. There is Morgan Ahlers, Coach Ahlers to some, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live Line. We'll take a break, come back. Brian North joins us as we roll on a Friday edition of PRL. Back with you after this.
Turn up, let the noise be born. Slam, turn up. Let the noise be born. Slam.
15-time best-selling author, keynote speaker, and global influencer John Gordon is coming to Greenville in March. John was ranked number 6 as one of the top leadership speakers in the world and will be our featured guest at the Pirate Radio Luncheon on Monday, March 18th. Hey, John, tell us more about your upcoming visit.
Hey, Pirate Nation. John Gordon here. I am so excited about coming to Greenville, North Carolina and East Carolina University March 18th, where I'm going to talk about ways to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership, and build a stronger team. We're going to activate the positive competitive advantage together. I hope to see you there. Go Pirates.
Don't miss out on this huge opportunity to enhance your mindset, improve your leadership skills, and create a better future for you and your team. To reserve a table, contact me, Jonathan Ellerby, at ellerby@pirateradio1250.com. We look forward to seeing you in March.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Defense.
What are you doing?
You haven't heard? Carolina Hardscapes has the best defense in Pitt County. And you know defense wins championships.
What? No. They have the best fence company in Pitt County.
Wait, they do fencing now?
That's right. Just give them a call at 364-1201 and they'll get the job done right. And don't forget, they still do patios, pools, and mulch.
Wow, now that's a championship caliber company. Carolina Hardscapes. Enjoy the outdoors.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260. Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516. There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio.
Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. See hip hop. Say what?
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group for operating Eastern North Carolina, the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday you can kick off the day at the Buck. It's Wild Card Weekend, and the Buck will have the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss any of the action. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, John, and Alex Harper watching a Mike Schwartz video.
He's just saying great respect, great respect, great respect.
It's time to rally, Pirate Nation.
Great amount of respect for them. Incredible respect. So much respect. Just ton of respect.
Is that coming off this video?
Yeah, it is. Oh,
respect.
You got rally towel action going. I hope there's rally towels in 213. If not, I will bring my own. I'll check my oil and bring my towel in.
I know they gave some away on the women's game the other night.
Just give it away. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, Brian North, WCTI 12 North. How you doing on this Friday?
I am fatter than ever and feeling good about it. How are you?
I think I've been fatter, but feeling all right. Brian, man, what a monumental week in the world of sports as we saw just giant names in the coaching industry step down, move on, retire, however you want to word it. Interesting to see what happens with one, maybe two of these guys. But from a college football standpoint, I am fascinated to see where it goes. In fact, we were talking Monday about NIL and things like that, or maybe it was Tuesday. Mac McCarthy and I were telling some of the younger audience that, Alabama hasn't been good forever. And if Nick Saban steps down, do they go back? They're not going to go all the way back, but do they go back to just being pretty good rather than having this dynasty? And then a day later, Nick Saban retires, and now that becomes a reality, and we'll see who fills that spot. But we'll start there, Brian, and let's go ahead and speculate. Well, what does Alabama look like in 5 or 10 years? Are they still a shoe-in every year now that the playoffs expanded to make that playoffs, or do they get back to when they were hiring Mike Price and he got in trouble for going to a strip club or whatever he did?
Right. I'd say 10 years is probably better than 5 years because they're going to have to trend down at some point. What they've done has just been remarkable. There's no way they can maintain that high level, I don't believe, and especially when the architect of all that is going to be leaving. You just can't replace a legend. I don't know who they're going to get to take that job who has a name that would be anywhere in his zip code. They're going to have to go. This is just me speculating. There's going to be some desperate people who obviously want the job, but I don't know if you're going to get the quality person. You're going to have someone who's going to come in, screw it up for about 3 years, and then it'll be the next coach after that who will be the ones who try to restore them. That's just kind of the trend we've always seen. But I just don't know who would want to follow Nick Saban in there who has any sort of pedigree. So I'm fascinated as to who actually is going to take that job.
Yeah, not that Georgia needed any help, but this is big for Kirby Smart and Georgia to say, hey, we're the new dynasty. Come on over here. So I asked Coach Matt, because in the world we live in, what we just saw is the greatest thing ever. But I said, this is the greatest college football coaching dynasty ever, right? And he quickly came to mind with Bobby Bowden. And I think he said like 8 or 10 straight years of top 5 finishes, which is amazing. But Brian, I mean, is this the best of all time, Nick Saban, college football?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to go some of the ones who the trophies are named after early on. And
right.
I thought Bear Bryant's the one who gets a lot of that. He surpassed what Bear Bryant did. Bobby Dodd. You got to go back and look at some of the originals, but I think in the last 50 years, and I think the game has evolved to the point where I don't know anybody who can put a resume together like that of consistency. You can have that 5-6 year run, but what he did over a decade plus is it's remarkable considering what happened during his tenure. The transfers eased up, the playoffs, the expansion of games, the changing of conferences. So many things have happened just while he's been there, and that's not discounting what he did picking up a national championship at LSU. So I think the total resume, you'd be hard pressed to have anybody beat it.
Boy, we got a surprise guest. Ryan, Wings Over Greenville fame, walks in. Pat's guy. Can you jump on a mic real quick, Ryan? Because we're about to move on. We just talked Saban. We're about to talk Belichick. How are you feeling on this Friday?
I'm okay. My wife's in the car.
What? So you gotta.
She can wait a second.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, what can he complain about? I lived through the championships, I mean, change happens. I mean, the guy can't coach till he's 95.
If you sucked for a couple of decades, you're good.
Look at Pop, right, in the NBA. Like, the Spurs have gone through it.
Yeah.
And they got the number 1 pick, and the guy's, Wembanyama is awesome. And he's still sticking around, but it's been a while since they've been good. It happens to every dynasty. What are you going to do, I mean, nothing lasts forever.
Speaking of dynasties, we'll let you get back to Wings Over Greenville, which is a wing dynasty here.
Thank you. We could use
it. Wings, does he like mayo on his wings?
Oh.
I'm offended that was even asked.
Gerard Mayo has a stay in-house. Well, Patriots fans be saying, hold the mayo.
Well, I mean, I like the Mayo hire, though. It is a good hire.
Okay. I'll take Mike Vrabel, by the way, in Washington right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that was a shocker, too. All right, Ryan. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Clip.
All right, buddy.
Good to see you.
You use some of those words, Brian, that you can, the same sentences you can use for Saban, you can use for Belichick. In fact, it's even more difficult in the NFL where everything's designed to be even, right? So what he was able to do. But this one's a little different. Sounds like he's not done, right?
And so I don't think he's done with football now. Is it coaching? Is he going to be a GM? Is somebody going to give him the opportunity to do both? I mean, he doesn't sound like a guy.
He's a way better coach than he is a GM, Brian. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Right, but we see a lot of these guys that's a little bit less stressful job. I mean, the coaching thing is, gosh, it's around the clock all the time. Where the GM job is a little less work that goes involved into it. And so, but no, look, his resume says he's not as great a GM, but I would think that's, if he's got to pick one, that's probably where he would go. Because again, same deal. You can't coach forever doing what he's doing and the hours that he puts in. And so I'm curious where he'll land. I know the Panthers will take a swing at him and see if he'll be interested in moving to where it's warmer. And I'm sure some other teams will float some things out there to him as well to see if he's interested. So I just don't know if he could ever replicate what happens. I always remember, I've made 2 really bad on-air statements in my life. One was when Bill Belichick was hired by the Patriots. I just said, that's stupid. I mean, he couldn't even win with the Browns. Why would they do such a thing? And my other is when the Yankees hired Joe Torre.
Oof.
Horrible. He's been horrible forever. That's, He just got hired to be fired within a year, and that one didn't work out.
I love that you remember the two, and I got to say, those are impressive, Brian. Two really big whiffs there. The Belichick one, though, I was thinking about that last night, and no offense, but like names that came to mind, Mike Mularkey, sorry to the Mularkey family, but like just these guys that kind of float around and are journeyman head coaches in the league. It felt like Belichick was one of those guys, right?
Right, and then he turns the Jets down after a day, the infamous shortest tenure in NFL history, and you're like, who are you, a crappy coach with Cleveland, to then spurn the tuna and the Jet and leave there? So it's just, he wasn't a guy that I thought was going to hit it. And then his first couple of years in New England were not great, and then it's a Drew Bledsoe taking a hit out of the game. Brady comes in, defense is good, and then it just kind of evolved from there as to how it worked, but it was almost accidental how that whole thing came together. If Drew Bledsoe never gets hurt, I mean, do we see what we've seen from Bill Belichick for the last 20 years?
And do Jets fans hate Mo Lewis to this day for knocking out Drew Bledsoe and killing their franchise for 2 decades?
Yeah, so it's just timing, circumstance, all those things. I mean, no one thought anything of Tom Brady coming out of Michigan, and he was part of that national championship team, but only played in a few games, and he was splitting time, and he was good, but no one could have ever predicted those two getting together would create the greatest dynasty in NFL history, because neither had been impressive by themselves up to that point.
And this would have been Pete Carroll's week, and we could have talked about his career, but sorry, Pete, bigger name on the line.
Which, by the way, one of the great trivia questions is, who did Bill Belichick replace as head coach of the Patriots?
That was Pete Carroll, right? Wait,
Carroll? Yeah.
Where was Parcells and all that?
Pete Carroll was the head coach of the Patriots for a short-lived time, and then Belichick spurned the Jets and then took the Patriots' job, replacing Pete Carroll.
Who took the Pats to the Super Bowl where they lost to Favre? Was that Parcells or Carroll?
That's Parcells.
Okay.
That was Parcells.
All right. There you go. Brian North joining us here. And I was thinking about this, Brian. Who's the greatest football coach of all time? What name comes to mind?
Don Shula's got to be one, just based on the all-time wins. George Halas is the one I always think of, and I don't know why. But
well, I hate to say this, but I think it's Jimmy Johnson. Think about the guys who have tried to win at both college and pro.
Right.
And Pete Carroll is in that category.
Yep.
Winning at USC and of course winning the Super Bowl. Look at what Jimmy Johnson did. It's amazing the names, Brian, that have gone. I mean, I saw it in Washington with Steve Spurrier firsthand, but Nick Saban is on that list of guys that couldn't get it done. More recently, Urban Meyer. Like, there are a lot of guys that tried their luck and couldn't do it, which makes what Jimmy Johnson, Pete Carroll, it's a very short list, what those guys were able to do more amazing.
Yeah, and you can throw Jim Harbaugh probably in the
list
as well with his short time in the NFL and leading the 49ers to at least a Super Bowl appearance. So, no, there's a short list of guys who have been able to do it at those two different levels, which tells you how different those two levels are.
Yeah.
But again, circumstance and place. I think Nick Saban probably, if he had another chance in the NFL and got the right situation, I think he'd probably be better than he was with the Dolphins. But that was a whole other fiasco of how all that went down. I just don't think he spent enough time there, and of course they made the bad decision on which quarterback to go with there. So
was he there around the Culpepper versus Breeze stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, that's when he took the job, and he had the choice of picking his quarterback. And they just didn't like his arm, and so they went with Dante Culpepper instead, coming off the knee injury.
Brian North joining us on the Pirate Radio Live Line, talking some football, Super Wild Card Weekend. Brian, you got a favorite to win the Super Bowl this year?
No. I think this is going to be one of those crazy, weird years where just about any team, any given Sunday, right? So, and I think you're going to throw in all the different things of injuries and weather and home field and
man, a lot of weather talk this weekend. Buffalo and certainly Kansas City.
Oh, Miami doesn't have a shot. There's no way they can go into Kansas. They could have, and they have all those, but there's no way they can go in there. They're just the warm weather teams going to cold places. Never, ever, ever, ever work.
I heard the discussion today on Pick Central. I was watching during lunch, and they're talking about cold warm weather teams beating cold weather teams. There happened to be a Eagles fan on the panel, and he was like, "Are you kidding me? Last game of Veterans Stadium, Bucks come in, hammer the Eagles." That was one, and then they said Mike Vick went to Lambeau and won. And there's a few examples, but it seems very few and far between.
Yeah, and sometimes, with the Eagles, I credit them with losing more than I do with the Bucks winning.
Right.
Not the game. But sometimes the talented team doesn't play as well. So, but no, I guess there are occasions when it happens. But you'll never have me putting my mythical money on a Southern team going into a really cold weather, bad situation and winning. The Falcons, even that Eagles Bucks game, I don't remember. I know it was cold, but it wasn't like horrendous windy. Now the Falcons going into Lambeau and winning, that was pretty impressive. So that's a good counterexample for that.
Brian North joining us. Looking forward to a fun sports Saturday where you got your Browns and Texans. Flacco, 16 years older than C.J. Stroud. Love that, Brian. And then Tua and Mahomes playing in the cold. That's going to be a great Saturday. Before that, looking forward to being in what I hope to be an electric Minges Coliseum. Brian, the Pirates have won 2 in a row. They just won a road game, trying to win 3 in a row for the first time ever in AAC play. Now, to do it, they'll have to beat a good team in SMU. But, man, very, very rare to see the Pirates cruise to a road victory like they did the other night.
First one ever in Philadelphia, I believe. And so that was one that kind of – and I know Temple's not great by means, but still, that's always been the signature of ECU is can't keep players and can't win on the road. So Michael Schwartz has got I'd have to look and see the last 10 coaches they've had so far. His road record doesn't seem so bad, or at least it feels like he's won more road games. Now, it could be, again, competition they're playing, and this is a different AAC than it was just a couple of years ago. But still, look, when you're trying to build, you take a couple steps backwards, and he was frustrated coming out of the new year, and now all of a sudden they've got 2 nice wins in a row and could do something they've never done before. Winning 3 straight AAC games is pretty cool.
ACC play Saturday, Brian. North Carolina coming off their win over NC State. Tar Heels, one of the top 10 teams that was actually able to win on the road this week. The 4 out of the top 5 lost in college basketball, so it's been a wild week. North Carolina will host Syracuse coming up. NC State trying to bounce back on the road at Louisville. Both of those games at noon. Wake Forest, and I guess everything they do is quiet, but they are a quiet 11-4 right now, Brian, and are coming off a loss to Florida State, but 3-1 in ACC play. They will be at it tomorrow, hosting Virginia, who is also 11-4, so that's a good one at Lawrence Joel. The Dukies will be at home against Georgia Tech coming up 5 o'clock. So you got an ACC slate there. Anything jump out to you?
Be careful of NC State coming off that emotional loss at home to North Carolina. Now they have the quick turnaround within 2 days, and you have to travel for a noon tip-off. Louisville's not as good this year, but I'm telling you, NC State has had some trouble scoring here lately, and so that one loss could turn into 2. So if you're a Wolfpack fan, watch out for that one. North Carolina at home, Syracuse has been better than I thought they'd be without Boeheim, but they seem to have it going on right now, the R.J. Davis thing. Am I the only one that didn't know about the R.J. Davis, Caleb Love issues that happened last February? I'm just learning about all these rumors that happened between.
I don't know what you're talking about here recently. I do remember just hearing about how the team hated each other, but I didn't know it to be fact. Are we getting facts coming out now?
Facts may not be the right word, but there seems to be a little more confirmation lately about some.
All right.
Some competing love interests. How about that?
I'll do a little message board reading when I get home tonight. I look forward to that. That'll be my drama that I'll watch tonight. Good stuff. Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. North, what you got going on this weekend?
Resting, tired. I just been one of these tired starts to the year.
I hear you, man. Yeah.
This week with the storms going through and coming off the holidays, first full work week of the year. So now this is kind of a rest weekend, I think, and hopefully, the storms aren't bad tonight, and then we can just kind of enjoy some good football and basketball watching this weekend.
All right. Will the Luke Schwartz be with us in Minges Saturday?
If he can remember they're playing, yeah, I believe he'll be there. He forgot ECU was playing the other night.
Oh, okay, Luke. Not good.
No, but he'll
too focused on what is Washington Huskies getting their ass kicked.
I don't know if you saw that he pulled the young, stupid, obnoxious thing of taking a bunch of station paper and copier ink and making a bunch of W's and signing them and putting them on everybody's computer around the station.
Huh.
So, and then when they lost, it's funny how what you turn a W upside down, what it turns into, and ends up back on your desk, all piled and stapled and taped to everything on your desk. So, yeah. These young kids will learn something.
They'll learn. You'll learn them, Brian. North, thanks for joining us, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
Brian North joining us on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a break, come back. We'll have our Fleet Feed rundown, take a look at tonight's action on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. We'll get a National Day update and have more for you after this.
Say what? Say what? Say what? You drew a picture of my money, but you couldn't make my thing.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Basketball season is Bud Light season. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to watch a game in person or a viewing party with friends, be sure to pick up or order some Bud Light and enjoy the game. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this basketball season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game, and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza, made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Worth Chiropractic is your local choice for chiropractic care. Automobile accident, they'll specialize in treating automobile accidents and slip and falls while working closely with your attorney. Everyday back and neck pains or sports-related injuries, they offer safe, natural care to get you back to being you. No drugs or surgery, so it's convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective. And the first consult is free. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Kick off 2024 at your CBD store with new THCA flower and pre-rolls plus Mike Bites, Mike Tyson Delta 8 ear-shaped gummies. Speaking of gummies, did you know their gummies are #1 in the world? Your CBD store has gummies for wellness, sleep, relaxation, and get up and go. Plus their best-selling above and beyond Delta gummies. If you struggle with sleep, anxiety, or pain, go see them. They also have pet products, gifts, jewelry, and accessories. dispensaries. So stop by your CBD store today. 420 East Arlington Boulevard, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
ECU Pirates. Can't nobody do what we do. You know. That's right. All right then.
Yeah!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They are open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, intern Alex, A-Harp, Chon, and look what the cat dragged in.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
The boy.
En el centro.
Oye de Gloria. The boy is back. Young Joey in the house. Joey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Pirate Radio family. Miss you guys.
Miss you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. What a surprise.
I know Chat Gang will be happy to see you as well.
What's up, Chat Gang? I miss interacting with you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year and health and all that good stuff.
Jamie asking, do you want to take the lock tonight? IU coming off a loss, play Minnesota at home. I've looked at that, Jamie. I thought the number was a little rich for my blood, but I'm certainly eyeing it, especially coming off that loss, being back at home. It is in my let's say it's in my cart. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't checked out yet.
I was going to text you last night. I was watching some late basketball, Gonzaga and Santa Clara. Took Santa Clara at halftime.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
What was the score at halftime?
At halftime, they were down by 6.
Oh, wow.
No, Gonzaga was down by 6. But they were still favoring Gonzaga, so I said, I'll just have Santa Clara close it out, you know?
Indiana's favored by 4.5. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. They can hit some free throws, win by 5. Let's take a look at our Fleet Feet rundown presented by Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Yes, they do. Hey. Spit there. Rhymed. Thought I was going riff right there for a little bit.
Okay.
We just got done watching riff raff videos.
Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck. Minnesota at Indiana tonight. 1 game in the American. Rice at South Florida.
Come to the Buck.
Thank you, Jeff Nadeau. Nebraska, Iowa coming up tonight. Boise State. Boise State at Nevada. Give me the Wolfpack. Boise State coming off a big win over Colorado State. Great letdown opportunity. That might be my pick of the night there. Give me the Pack. Joey, we made our picks earlier. You texted yours in. Which game are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
I actually I don't understand the whole hype against Bucks winning against the Cowboys. I don't think that's going to happen. But my game, I really want
Eagles.
What?
Bucks winning against the Cowboys?
My bad. Yeah. Eagles winning against the Cowboys. What are you talking about?
Are you
Eagles are playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Packers play the Cowboys.
Okay, got you.
So let's regroup here and let's say what you're going to say.
My game, I want to see Texans Browns.
Hold on, I want to know what you were trying to say previously.
Because I've been hearing a lot of Bucks that Bucks are going to win. Bucks are going to win. I don't see that
You were talking about the
happening.
Bucks Eagles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I want Texans Browns, and I think the Texans are going to win.
That's your favorite game?
Yeah, because I want CJ just to go electric this year.
I'm a big fan. That will be coming up. Well, you'll have to watch the second half of that one because you'll be in Minji's.
That's true.
Big one tomorrow. Pirates playing well.
I don't think there's any one thing.
Was that me?
I don't think there's any one thing.
There's any one thing that could keep me away from Minji's Coliseum tomorrow.
Who's your offensive rookie of the year? I never got to ask you that before I left. Is it Puka or is it CJ?
Oh, I forgot about Puka, but it's definitely
really
CJ.
Puka's had the best rookie wide receiver season ever. Nobody's touched those numbers. Texans are going to have
You're probably right.
Texans are going to have the offensive rookie of the year and probably the coach of the year.
You're right. Puka made history. Stroud just had a good year.
Exactly.
But it'll probably be the quarterback.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. But that is a good talking point. Good discussion. Let's take a look at National Day calendar real quick. When's the last time you kissed a ginger? Because it is Kiss a Ginger Day. I had a ginger girlfriend in my school days, but it's been a while for me. Anybody want to speak up?
Freshman year, there was a ginger on my hall. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever kissed a ginger, Chan?
I don't think I have.
They're good people. They're good
I
people.
briefly dated a ginger.
Yeah? All right.
Briefly.
Are you a ginger, Alex? You're not a ginger.
I think I might have hugged
Nah.
a ginger.
Just the beard's red.
You have a ginger quality about you.
You're very ginger.
In the sun, what color is your hair truly?
Blonde. Like dirty blonde.
Blonde in the sun.
All right. Well, let's kiss the ginger day. It is National Marzipan Day. Anybody know what that is?
What is that?
Isn't that a food or something?
Let's see. Confection made primarily of sugar or honey and ground almonds.
Ugh.
Sounds good to me.
I've never had it before. It's
not bad.
Well, it doesn't sound bad.
It is National Curried Chicken Day. I haven't had a lot of curry dishes, I will say. What is that?
I've had
Indian
chicken curry?
Yes, and it's spicy and that might be right up your alley because you do like spicy food.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
It looks that kind of food's not. It doesn't look appealing to me.
It has a very odd smell.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can. And
So does Joey. But in a good way.
It's not odd.
I was going to say it's not odd.
What
It's
you got,
called-
man? Cologne?
Joey's got some cologne on
Drop
the
that
day.
cologne name. What is it?
Nah, I gotta gatekeep those, man. You can't give out the secrets.
What you doing tonight? Working?
Unfortunately, yeah.
You weren't supposed to.
You go to
was
work
not supposed
smelling
to.
like that?
I do.
Okay.
Man.
Good for you. It could be way worse.
If you're trying to kick me out, I'd say I would fight to stay in there just so I could smell you.
Oh my!
Oh, wow.
That's thank you for admitting that. It is National Pharmacist Day. Pharmacist.
Pharmacist. You've had a great day.
Pharmacists are people who are anti-farmer.
I'm a pharmacist.
But it is National Pharmacist Day.
I'm going to get a
Okay.
Walgreens and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's what you should do. There is your National Day update on this Friday. Let's take our last break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap it up. Jamie said he misses you, Joey.
Jamie, I miss you too, man.
That's nice to hear. Spread the love. We'll take a break, come back, and say goodbye after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
It's here, Pirate Nation. The Holton Ahlers Show is now available every week right here on Pirate Radio. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube to watch the show, or find the Holton Ahlers Show on the Pirate Radio podcast channel to download and listen. Stories, big name guests, what I'm up to that week, plus plenty of laughs and opinions with my best friends known as the Walk-Ons. Subscribe today to watch and listen to the Holton Ahlers Show right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The arrival of a new year offers many the hope for a fresh beginning that presents exciting opportunities for a rewarding future. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, because we are hiring. If you are looking for a great place to work that offers competitive pay, advancement opportunities, and personal growth, we invite you to join our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Help us grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community, as education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools, where we engage, empower, and elevate.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make a perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Crosby, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington.
Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio is the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Real quick, let's take a look at your stock market report. The Dow finished out the week down 118 points at 37,592. The NASDAQ rose 2 points at 14,972. The S&P was up 3 points, finished the week at 4,783. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Wrapping it up on a Friday. Alex, feels like you've been around a long time. Great week, man.
Thanks.
Good job, buddy.
I think I did all right.
I think you did all right. Shirley, you have a good weekend.
I shall.
John and Joey, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. See you tomorrow.
Minges Coliseum, East Carolina, taking on SMU. Guess the line. I'm going Ponies 5.5.
That was my guess for the Tulsa game, which I was right, by the way.
I go 6.5 Ponies.
I'm gonna go Ponies 4.5.
All right. We will recap it coming up on Monday. Jason Nichols coming back on Monday.
Oh, sweet.
As well. We'll talk to you then. For Shirley Rhodes, A. Harp, Young Joey, John, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Welcome into the show, everyone. The very first